Great. We can begin.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for coming to the show.
Absolute pleasure.
Exactly. So, really appreciate you're very busy and really thank you for that.
Oh no, I'm happy to be here. I've been wanting to come. It's just I was kind of sick last week. And
yeah, we saw each other in the restaurant 2 or 3 months ago, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And then I saw your mom twice.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, but whenever we come pick up food, she always makes me come in to pick it up. But I think the last time I saw you was a couple months ago.
Yeah, great. Actually, what's your name to Kayla, right?
Kayla Delian.
Kayla. I'm really bad at really spelling. And the last name is it looks like the name is from where?
Philippines. Well, it's Spanish. It's a Spanish last name, but I'm Filipino.
You were born here, right?
Yeah, I was born in Winnipeg.
Winnipeg, that's in the west.
That's right in the center. So then there's Quebec, and then there's Ontario, and then there's Manitoba, and then Winnipeg is in Manitoba. It's in the prairies.
All those words.
Boring.
Yeah, but it's kind of west. For us, it's
it's definitely west.
After Toronto, it's very west.
Yeah.
After Toronto, it's very west.
Yeah, but it's like Midwest. I guess it's Midwest.
Okay, so you you were born Winnipeg, but how old were you when you moved to Montreal or recently?
Oh, I was I moved to Montreal when I was 18. So,
18?
Yeah. Oh no, 19. Oh, I was turning 19.
Wait, so what brought you here? You moved with your parents, or their decision, not your own decision? Some people.
Well, my mom was living here already, and then I finished high school in Winnipeg, and I was living with my dad, and then I moved here after high school. Because, I don't know, there's not much to... Well, for me, I didn't want to stay in Winnipeg.
Winnipeg is kind of boring.
Is
that fair to say?
It is. It's fair to say. And when I tell people I'm from Winnipeg, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. But I like going back to visit now. But I didn't like living there.
How about French? You were learning French before? Even today?
I probably... I don't know that much French. I'm okay. I can work in a restaurant.
Yeah, for the communication should be fine, right?
It's fine, but I can't have a deep conversation.
That's interesting.
Yeah, just very surface level.
But when you are super young and you have young friends, you talk and then probably very easy.
Yeah, but not in French.
Not in French?
Yeah.
But you speak Filipino as well, is that?
I only speak English. I mean, it's embarrassing.
That's not bad. That's fun. And then I guess your French would be probably to be my English level, probably. Probably could be my English level.
I feel like your English is better than my French. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, my English
You're doing great.
Yeah, my English is second language. It's not easy to learn. So.
What's the first language?
Mandarin.
Mandarin.
Yeah, Mandarin. All the time.
Did you ever do comedy in Mandarin?
No. Actually, I mentioned the comedy.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it at all. I'm not good at it either. But I'm just a big fan of comedy.
Right. Okay.
It's just I mentioned because you said you did some a stand-up comedian comedy thing.
Yeah.
That thing really I really admire people doing comedy. Really admire.
Thank you. Yeah. It's funny because a lot of comedians are not very admirable people.
Oh, it's amazing. The people.
It's brave.
Yeah, it's super brave because for me my background was really poor village, so the mechanism I cope with the pressure, everything was mocking myself.
Yeah.
So I think it's it's very relieve your pressure when you tell jokes or. When I was a kid, I could not mock other kids because they're gonna beat me. So easiest way is mocking myself.
You make the joke about yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So any other when I moved to Canada, I watched a lot of. I tried to learn English, so I watched a lot of stand-up comedies.
Yeah.
A lot of them, on the YouTube.
Yeah.
So and you can see people they can make fun of everything, almost everything. It's really amazing.
So should I face more like this?
it's up to you. It's fine. It's small conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, it's up to you. So that's why I like you. Last time you mentioned you're doing comedy. It's kind of because we don't come across a lot of people during the daily life. We don't come across a lot of people doing comedy.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, the community here is like, I don't know, I don't want to say big, but there's like a lot of English comedians here, and I guess like it doesn't really come up in natural conversation because maybe it's like something that they don't want people to know that they do comedy. But
and also it's kind of right now on the social media or the YouTube right now, it's everything is concentrated on the Americans or the people like the top, like when you are not on the top level, top tier, and people just may not recognize you. Sometimes it's kind of it's very kind of the for the competition, for the attention, people's attention, it's very, very hard.
Yeah.
It's really crazy world with like
competitive.
Yeah, because like for me to try to enjoy comedy, a lot of time people will go to the YouTube will find the biggest star, right? Like I still like Chris Rock.
Yeah.
And Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
And Robin Williams. And, but even the Chinese ones, like in the like American Chinese, like only Joe Wong one time. Do you know Joe Wong? He went. He was on. He went to the David Letterman twice. He performed on David Letterman twice.
Okay.
Also, he performed on the White House Correspondents' Dinner. It was big time one.
Okay. What's his name again?
Joe Wong. Joe. Joewong. But
okay, maybe if I saw his face, I'd remember.
Yeah, it's his jokes, like the intelligence jokes.
Yeah.
Because I think it's still Chinese, American Chinese. So I guess you still don't talk about politics. You don't talk about sex. So only left him is maybe the Chinese people. Generally, you don't want to offend the feelings, whatever. So it's the intelligence for his jokes. So So after a few seconds, he meant that or something.
Yeah. Okay. Like a deep. Like makes you think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he, I guess, he got on the YouTube. A lot of his jokes got like several million views already.
Okay.
A lot of them. But he decided to go back to China to make some money there. I think that's several years ago, at least 5 years ago.
Yeah.
When Obama was still president, he did the White House correspondent dinner show.
Oh, that's a big gig.
Big, crazy. But Obama was not there, but Joe Biden was there.
Okay.
So he made jokes, several 8-10 minutes. Something. It was amazing. And then right after that, maybe he thought maybe the Chinese market was huge, so he went back, did the jokes in Chinese.
Oh, nice.
Probably, but his specialty was his like Chinese English in United States. But after that, I never followed because he lost the original.
Yeah, the spark.
Yeah, spark.
He lost the allure.
Yeah. Even our accent, Chinese accent, speaking English, but that's the part of you and its beauty. But when you kind of do that in your own mother tongue, Mandarin, you just lose that touch, whatever.
Right.
And also, I'm not sure, but right now he's not famous anymore.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's very interesting. He decided to go back to the.
Do you think he's big in China?
Should be big, but you never know. You never know because like in Mandarin, in Chinese, there's a lot of comedians already. Some of them they spend a lot of time there, so they really good at the language or everything happening around the society. So a lot of them pretty good. But so he kind of changed from his strong point to relatively not his market or something. But he really famous because when he was famous in the United States, so with that fame brought back to the Chinese market. So he was at least at the beginning was huge.
Okay.
Yeah, he was on the big TV, everywhere, interviewed everywhere in China.
Right. Maybe he's big with like expats that are living in China.
I don't know. Expat in China, you mean United Americans?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No?
Because it's I think very, very Chinese thinking.
Okay.
He went to United States as an international student.
Oh.
So that's why his English not that
Okay.
like natural. Like for us, the same. That's what, like I moved here when I was 26, 25 years old.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it took us a long time to speak more English. Absolutely. What stars do you follow? Like comedian? There must be some names I really don't know.
Well, speaking of Chinese American comedians, there's this girl. Her name is Ali Wong. You know Ali Wong?
Yeah,
You just watched it?
When I watched the.
Well, she's half Chinese.
When I sometimes I click on Ronnie Chang or something.
Oh,
So,
okay, yeah.
So the YouTube recommend with Ali Wong.
Okay. Did you watch it?
Not yet. That would be on my list.
Yeah.
And I saw he has a video like Netflix is a joke about several million views already.
Okay.
Several.
Okay, I'm gonna check.
Yeah.
Johnny Chan, yeah.
No, the
Joe.
Ali Wong.
Yeah.
Ali Wong got a lot.
She's very popular. Like she's popular because I think she's like, well, not the first. I guess in this generation, like this era, like the late 2000s, I guess. Oh my god. I was gonna say 2010, but it's like 11 years later.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, she's like the new female Asian comedian, and I think the first time I watched her do stand up like on Netflix, she was pregnant. She's like huge. She's got like a huge belly. Both her Netflix specials, she's like pregnant.
That's interesting.
But then it's like different because it's like not things that like again. Like
and
you
also,
don't want to talk about sex or politics or like anything too taboo. But then she does that. She talks about like
also the Japanese. There's a Japanese girl in the United States. It's popular as well, and Koreans as well. Yeah, but Ali Wong like looks the name is from Hong Kong, right?
I think she's half Chinese, half Vietnamese. Yeah. But not like overall all comedians like what are your favorite? She's like my favorite because
overall like everything.
Yeah, because she also is like
even
kind of an inspiration.
Chris Rock is crazy.
I'm trying to think now because I remember watching like Eddie Murphy when I was a kid.
But Eddie Murphy is classic. It's too much for me. Too old for me.
Oh, okay.
Too past for me.
I haven't seen Chris Rock do anything new. I like.
Well, I saw 10 years ago. I guess around 10 years ago, Chris Rock was huge. Like what he's doing right now,
he's just an actor. He just does movies now.
Really?
I think he just came out with something recently. I think it's like a more serious movie.
That's crazy, but it's really good. This joke we're telling was like black people, African American, they don't let them read, so riding the horse like to the intersection,
okay,
and they cannot read the like stop sign.
Yeah,
they said they pretend the driver, the black guy, pretend not to be able to read the stop sign, and then he had to run through because otherwise they want to kill you like because you are intelligent. You read. That's kind of his joke. That's amazing. And then the guy was driving through the intersection, almost caused an accident.
Yeah.
Then the police called him, was kind of saying like, why didn't you read that? He said I cannot read.
Yeah.
He pretend cannot read like the stop sign. And, but he said I don't recognize that. I don't read the shape. He said the word that shape is what is the shape of 6 sides?
Hexagon?
Hexagon. He said the hexagon. And then he was, how do you know this hexagon word? Hexagon. Yeah, exactly. Hexagon is really difficult.
Yeah.
Like all these shapes, the words pentagon, right? Octagon. And then
wait, I think it's pentagon.
Pentagon is 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know Chinese because Pentagon is the defense
pentagon like the star.
As the Chinese people, we never make mistake on Pentagon because the defense, United States defense building.
Oh right,
yeah, defense
Pentagon.
Yeah, Pentagon. That's why we have 五角大楼, 5 angles. In Chinese, it's very easy.
Yeah.
If a 3 triangle is 3 corners, square 4 corners, and like Pentagon 5 corners, hexagon 6 corners, and octagon, 8 corners.
Yeah.
For us, it's very easy for Chinese language. You always put a number in front of it.
Okay.
So in English, they just make it super difficult. Like,
yeah, it's like Latin.
yeah, that's crazy. I think they did that on purpose to kind of put a filter about like foreign learners. Like for me, it's even I learned that hexagon, right?
Yeah.
Hexagon. This whatever the gun is crazy. The other shit.
Yeah, like polygon and octagon.
Yeah.
I think 7 is septagon.
There's 7 corners. There's 7 sides.
I don't know. Maybe I'm making it up. I don't know.
You're supposed to be good at English.
I mean, I'm good at it. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine at English. I'm not.
Septagon.
Science isn't.
No, I think you are making it up because septagon is a French set.
Yeah, but I think that's a
like
thing.
French.
I feel like it's a thing. I'll Google it later. I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
There's gonna...
In Chinese, we will say 7 corner thing.
Right.
Very easy.
Is that a thing?
No, we because I guess you have 5 and you don't 5, 6. I guess they skip the 7 because that would be really weird.
But there's 5.
Yeah. 5 is because the star is 5 as well. 6 would be David star, but in Chinese, like the red star for the army, red army, our national flag, that's 5 points star,
Right.
5 points star. Somehow they do that. We drew that millions of times when I was a kid.
Yeah, me too. But
So,
then, yeah, the star.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that's
like
our
that.
national flag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have 5 stars
Right.
in our national flag.
Yeah.
That's why when we were a child, we drew that every day.
Oh.
One flag have
But
5.
it's funny
so
because if you don't draw it like that, if you don't do like the lines
Yeah.
connecting and you just try to draw the star,
Oh.
it never shows up like the same. It
Yeah.
never looks like a star. It's all like
yeah, exactly. Yeah, the David star is 6 points.
Yeah.
We know David, and that's what at the beginning when I saw the David star, I always thought it's 5 because I thought all stars are 5.
yeah,
5 points because I drew like so many of them. Like
yeah,
you see, one flag has 5 stars on it. So if you drew 10 flags, you drew 50 times already.
yeah.
Chinese, yeah, we have.
It's one big star,
Yeah.
and then a bunch of
Yeah.
little stars.
Yeah.
Or a few.
One that has a meaning in
Yeah.
that national flag. One big star means Chinese Communist Party,
Mhm.
and the 4 small stars is like the 4 different class of people,
Oh,
different classes like
Oh.
students, peasants, workers, and the merchants. I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So peasants, workers, workers like
like it's a
industry.
caste.
It's,
like a
no,
caste
it's not caste, but it's class of people in the society.
Okay.
So there's a big chunk of people will be students. Another big chunk of them workers,
Mhm.
working in factories, industries. Another is merchants doing the business.
Okay.
Yeah, the salespeople, the
Yeah.
merchants, and then another was people we call the peasants of
Okay.
doing the farming thing in the agriculture in the
Okay.
countryside. So those 4 classes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after that would be class struggle. That you don't want to talk about.
For another time,
Yeah, that
different show.
would be crazy. Yeah.
Oh no.
But like the hexagon, that thing, the Chris Rock is amazing. That I
Yeah.
still remember that. Like you don't read stop. How do you read the hexagon? Who told you that? Who
Yeah.
told you the word? And
I'll check it out.
It's Chris Rock.
But I don't really watch a lot of stand-up, believe it or not. Like, I like to watch like new things that come out, but like I don't really have like a favorite comedian. I like Ali Wong because it's like I can relate, I can relate to her, and also she's like inspiring and being like, I don't know. It was.
For me, it's learning English. It's
Yeah.
For me to learn, and also like the Chris Rock was at his top. It's very amazing. Like he did some gigs about the jokes about McCain was running against Obama,
Yeah.
and he said McCain was too old,
Yeah.
and he said like even if you die in an accident, it's natural cause.
Yeah.
Because if you're not that old, you can jump away. That's really crazy.
Yeah.
You see it?
Okay, I'm gonna watch. I'll watch Chris Rock tonight.
Chris Rock.
But I like who else do I like? I like Dave Chappelle,
Yeah, Dave
but
Chappelle is
the new
controversial now.
Yeah.
Now it's controversial.
the new one, I'm not even gonna lie. Like the last 2 things that he came out with, He's an amazing storyteller and he's very captivating. Like I want to listen to what he says, but like I didn't laugh. Like I don't think he's that funny, but I'm still interested to hear what he has to say because I don't know.
But maybe it's I guess the controversy is coming from the transgender thing, right? It's very controversial. But
did you watched it?
I watched. I don't know if it's the last one or not, but I watched one on the Netflix. I do have Netflix, so I just searched the Dave Chappelle since it's controversial.
Mm-hmm.
It helps to bring more people to watch it, though.
Yeah, seriously, it's like they don't want. I don't know, but that's the thing too, because I saw everyone talking about it, like, oh my god, this is like I can't believe he said that, blah blah blah, it's transphobic. Okay, I'm on the table. I'm not anywhere like I'm not in the position to say like what I think is offensive or not towards transgender, towards the trans community because I'm not trans but I was expecting a lot worse. Like when I watched it, I was like, I get what he's saying because it's not really about like the gripe with trans people, but it's the gripe. It's like a problem with the white queer community.
But I think also even it's offensive, but it's joke. Sometimes the comedies they tell jokes about politics, race, everything. You cannot be serious about that. I think that's the nature, that's the fundamental for the community.
Yeah.
The comedy is like telling jokes. You cannot be offended by jokes. If you get offended by it, that's not for you. You know, it's bad. That's why the black comedians they get a lot of leeways of like telling racial jokes about black people they're treated. So a lot of them amazing, but you cannot get offended. Okay, you are racist. It's not you just you will lose fun. You cannot be serious about the content.
Yeah, for sure, and it's like there's jokes about everybody, and I think that's something that
especially the presidents or he or there, the famous people, they kind of really brutal. really brutal there. Yeah. Especially when they tell jokes about something, your feature or character, and it's close, it's true, and that hurts a lot. Especially if it's nothing to do with you or like they tell jokes about you, it's not even remotely true. You don't worry about. But sometimes it's very close to what you really are.
Yeah,
that's kind of that really hurts.
Yeah, but also it's like I don't know, what was I was watching a podcast the other day and this woman was Lisa Lampanelli. I don't know if you know. She's old. She's an older woman, and I've never seen her do stand up, but she was on a podcast that I was listening to, and she was saying how what do you call it? Like someone got mad at her because she had like a joke about what was it, deaf people or something.
But disabled people you don't show respect or kind of disrespect.
Something like that. Like she had a joke about disabled people or deaf people, and then like someone got mad at her, but then like she had like a conversation with a deaf person. I don't know how they communicated, but then it was like you don't want to exclude people. You don't want to like protect people because then you like make them feel more othered. Like you other them by like not including them on jokes or whatever. I don't know.
And we can order food now if you like.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, just check the menu.
Oh, I'm very familiar with the menu.
For the lunch, we can eat a lot, right? Because we have the whole day to digest.
Yeah.
So if we eat too much, we just eat less for the supper. So
what do you recommend?
Balance out.
Because I always get the same stuff.
You can get something you don't get before. I would like
God, everything's so good.
I like the braised pork belly.
Oh yeah. With the sweet potato noodles. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. I like that. I tried it the last time I ate here. My friend actually came here and she recommended it to me.
We can have 3 actually. We have a lot of time to eat.
Okay.
So we can finish.
Nice.
Yes, yesterday I had the video with another Chinese guy. So we ate 3. but all vegetable. Like
Yeah.
we feel like we need to eat a little bit less yesterday.
Yeah. What did you eat for vegetables?
I always eat the what is that
The casserole.
no for me the best would be eggplant, bell pepper, and the dry fried green beans.
Ooh.
The dry fried green beans really
Yeah.
really big, but the problem is I cut them so slowly. So it's one by one. I have to cut the two ends.
Oh.
Otherwise, I don't know why, but maybe
Yeah,
they
it
don't.
makes it tougher or something.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
tougher with the ends, right?
Yeah, it's point and maybe it doesn't look good or something. But I always cut.
Yeah. My grandma does that too with her green beans.
Horrible,
Cuts
horrible.
all the ends. Well, she snaps it off.
Yeah, snap.
Yeah.
But no, but for us, snap is slow. If you do at home, snap it, it's fine.
Yeah.
But like in the restaurant, we have a
So
box of them, 25 pounds or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we have to put them line up one end, and we cut them, several of them one time.
Yeah.
It's horrible. I spent, I guess during the pandemic, I probably spent, not exaggerating, 100 hours doing that. Only the green bean.
Well, don't you need like 100 hours to become a master at something? Oh no, it's 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's very popular. This green beans, even at myself.
Yeah.
A little bit salty, I find, but you always have steam right to balance it.
This is what me and my mom always get. Me and my mom, we always get the. This is the one with the bone in, right? The spicy
Yeah,
diced
spicy
chicken.
diced chicken. You want that one or you?
Oh, we could get other things. Okay, but that's what we get, and then we get the fish. I guess you know what we get.
It's very some of
It's
them.
my mom's favorite. She never whenever we want to go out, whenever she wants to eat out, like it's always.
She's super young. She looks super young.
She's 46, or she'll be 46.
That's why she's young.
Yeah,
she had
she's
to
young.
really early.
Yeah.
And I'm 42, so 42. Yeah, she's only like same generation, like only 4 years. Yeah.
You're 70. You born 71. Oh, 79.
79. Yeah.
Okay.
So she's 75.
Yeah, my auntie is born 79. Is she born 79? Oh no, she's born 78.
Yeah.
But
So the
yeah, she's
year
young.
of horse. Yeah.
Huh?
Year
of the
of horse.
horse?
Yeah. No, the 78.
Okay.
78 is a horse. 79 is a goat.
Goat?
Yeah.
What's 75?
75. Rabbit. I think it's rabbit. Oh, it's my old brother. My second old brother. The second old brother's rabbit is 70. Yeah, he's 4 years old.
Okay.
4 years older than me. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, the rabbit for sure. 100%.
Yeah. Locking in the answer. Okay, so we're gonna get the braised pork belly.
Okay.
Should we do the green beans?
It's up to you.
You said the eggplant.
Yeah, eggplant, potato, bell pepper. Some are always like that, but it's very light. Have you ever tried the 3-cup chicken?
Ooh, no, I haven't.
You can try the 3-cup chicken.
Okay.
It has little big bones. It's okay. We don't care about the.
I like the bones.
It's just in front of the camera sometimes. But it's okay. I don't care that much.
It's like mukbang.
You want to try that 3-cup chicken?
Yeah. And I like the cabbage. Do I want cabbage or green beans? Or the eggplants? Such a hard.
I think try the green bean. The cabbage is sometimes I found it's not very consistent because of we use they call Korean cabbage.
Okay.
In Chinese translation we say the Korean cabbage.
Yeah.
But here to the market they said flat cabbage.
Flat cabbage?
Yeah, flat cabbage is kind of not wrong. Round one is always hot. It's never good. Round one is to the coleslaw, right? Coleslaw.
Okay.
But it's super hot. So, but the flat one like this like
for making like
a UFO shape.
Okay.
The flat one.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah, that one is soft. The one, but sometimes even for sure we have to use the flat one. But even different batches Some of them a little bit harder than some of them a little bit crispy or a little bit soft.
Okay. I want to do. Let's do the eggplant.
Okay, great.
And with the bell peppers and potatoes.
Yes. And then rice, fine, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Please.
I will go downstairs.
Great.
So I'm gonna, this one will continue. We don't edit. Don't do silly things.
Okay.
Yeah, great. I'll be back.
Okay.
So it's very having these videos to eat a lot of dishes by myself help me to see if it's consistent.
Ah.
So
Okay.
So
it's like quality control.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So once a while I'm gonna to see like how's everything is doing.
Yeah.
I have to eat a lot here now. Once a while.
You should ask my mom.
A tester.
Sure, she'll happily do that for you.
Actually, I'm glad you like drinking sake. You
I'm
can drink a
hungover.
lot. You can drink a lot.
Yeah,
Drink a lot?
I work in a bar. I've been working in bars since I'm 20.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I got let go early. Like I got my shift ended early yesterday, but I hung out at my work afterwards, and we were drinking
You
and
all finished very late, right?
we close. We're not a bar, right? So
Your pub.
it's a pub.
Oh,
So
okay.
we close at like midnight or 1 the latest.
It's already very late.
Yeah, it's late.
We close at 9.
That sounds nice. Must be nice. But I remember like before the pandemic and when I was working in other bars, I had to like stay at work until like 3 or 4 in the morning because they close at 3, and then you have to clean up. And
Yeah, that's the one thing. Since you are here, your waitress, that will help my answer my question a lot. But since you are the people move in the customer move a lot, how do you remember like which customer had what? They ordered the what? How do you remember them?
like in restaurant?
No, in the bar.
In the
the
bar?
pub or bar.
Oh well, okay. So there's the bar.
Yeah.
They don't really move around, and then the bar, like people sitting at the bar, it's like the bartender's responsibility to serve them, and then also keep track of like what they're ordering. But then,
Even for them, they're gonna note down something. No? They're gonna remember in their head.
yeah, I think so. But then like
For the
when I'm
tables.
a waitress, like we each have our own little section. That's why, I guess. And then there's like the table, and then the seats. The table.
But some of them, I think they're not in any kind of. They're not arranged that way for easy to remember. Have a number. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. It's really, really good. Not so many guests they want to drink alcohol.
Oh wow, maybe you found the right one. Because I'm okay, so I'm hungover. I'm a little hungover. I'm not so bad, but I was drinking last night with friends, and then I wasn't expecting to drink. But you're like, oh, do you drink alcohol? I'm like, boy, do I ever!
That's great.
I sure do.
Yeah, it helped me a lot because normally most of the time I never have any chance to drink because otherwise I will be alcoholic because they say why do you
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all.
Take the edge off a little.
It's even the one since we ran out of Qingdao beer, the Chinese beer because of shipping problem.
Yeah.
So SAQ they don't have Qingdao beer for several months already.
Yeah.
So we got the replacement. It's called soup bock.
Okay.
Soup bock or something from Portugal.
Oh.
And I haven't had a chance to taste. They all say it's larger
Okay.
and very light, very very popular as well. A lot of customers know the name. Really
They like it?
surprising. They like it.
Yeah.
I guess the taste wise is very close to a Qingdao.
Okay.
Or Qingdao is same. It's like a
Yeah.
Heineken.
Right. That's what I was
very
gonna
like
say.
Heineken. Yeah.
Isn't it? Asahi, the Japanese.
Oh
the
yeah,
Japanese.
yeah.
I was reading the label and it's like it's brewed by Peroni, right?
No idea.
Peroni's an Italian lager, so I'm like maybe they're all just like. I don't know. Anyways, I thought that was interesting.
For the light beer, for my taste, like when I was in the college, we have a newspaper for the soccer.
Right.
So every time they're sponsored by the Casper.
Okay.
German.
Yeah.
That one is crazy because we read the soccer paper, newspaper. We saw that sponsor. We always want to try. It's in our mind. So the one time we tried, it's so bad.
Really?
So bad for not myself, not only me, a lot of my friends.
You guys all didn't like it.
Yeah, because it's too strong.
Carlsberg.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's too strong. It's dry. The strong for me is dry.
Okay.
Like the wine, the red wine. If it's dry, that thing is worse.
Yeah, you don't like dry.
Yeah, I have to have the fruity something. Even the porter. It's a porto? No, porto. The
Porto?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Portuguese porto or the Spanish the porto.
It's like a liquor, right?
No, it's 20%.
It's like a sweet wine.
Yeah, sweet. That's amazing. That's like a dessert to me.
Yeah.
It's potent.
But that's bad for hangover.
Yeah, it's potent. It's 20% instead of 11. That's why I Google it and the porto, whatever porto, porto maybe Spanish.
Yeah.
The port, and they do that still once again when they have the wine first and then do it again, do the process again to make it like very sweet and alcohol wise 20%. It's amazing, delicious.
Porto. Have you ever had ice wine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. You like the sweet?
Yeah, I like sweet.
Okay.
The problem is the dry thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy, kidding me.
Yeah. Do you like cocktails and stuff?
Yeah, cocktail amazing. 10 years ago, I guess 10 or 11 years, 12 years ago, I came here 15 years ago.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of more like stand-up. I look for the cocktail culture. I bought a book, the mixology or something, the theory of mixology. It's a great book. It's red cover. Yeah. And I bought all the tours, all different base spirits. I have the whole set still today. Yeah. In my home. Yeah. In my house, I have, I guess,
like shakers.
Yeah, everything. All the base spirits, the triple sec, everything. I have all this kind of. I follow the recipes on that book, so I get, I guess, 50 different bottles.
Yeah.
40, 50, a lot of them.
That's amazing. Like when people have bars at home, like that amazes me because that's like I would have no bottle because I would just.
I stopped about 7-8 years ago when I had a baby. Before I like use the sunrise. There's a name for
tequila
sunrise. Yes, tequila sunrise. Everything Long Island Beach. Whether the sidecar, whatever those things. I made a lot of that.
Yeah. Just for fun.
Yeah, for fun and to learn. Yeah. And it's amazing.
Yeah.
That's why.
What about developing cocktails for you?
Exactly. That's the problem.
But it has to be like. It has to like be complementary to the dishes.
Exactly, and also for the Chinese food, sometimes it's just not meshed well.
I get it. Yeah.
It's very tricky, and when
because it's especially like
the braised pork belly, so you get the braised pork belly a little bit greasy, oily, and then you have somehow it's like martini 30, right? Martini 30. Yeah. Martini I really don't like because it's super dry.
I don't like martinis either.
And also the gin. I don't like gin either, but I get 2 or 3 bottles of gin because everything I try to produce what they say in the book. So I bought a lot of stuff and never use it. Some of them just try. What is it? I like.
That's what you give to the guests.
Yeah. But the sweet the cocktail is really good to me. I really like cocktail because it's sweet.
Yeah.
It covers, the taste you don't like. I
like cocktails a lot. And I used to I just recently started drinking more cocktails. Like when I go out to a restaurant, I'm more intrigued by cocktails instead of just getting I don't know, like a whiskey ginger or something.
Yeah, it's easy.
Something funner.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Need to have that little fancy bottle. Seriously.
This is such a cute cup. Is this made by the same?
No, not at all. This one is actually that cup is I ordered only 50.
Oh yeah.
50 of them,
Uh-huh.
but the website is $50 each.
Uh-huh.
It's very expensive.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah, it's very high, best quality.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's the lady. She's probably in her 70s.
She makes it?
Yeah, she's the whole studio. It's
so
amazing.
perfect.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's translucent if you put it in the light.
Oh yeah.
It's so thin.
Wow.
That's why I'm saying like this. We did it in February. With at that time like we were reported by media, so we were a little bit confident. So I thought like if we had a little bit money to spend and we want to support the local business, yeah. So I googled and then found because you can get this from like China anyway, very cheap, like 1/10 of the cost.
Yeah.
But I want to support local business
Yeah.
and also the really quality. I want the best quality possible. At the beginning, I was thinking about having the cap
Okay.
with our logo.
Yeah.
But nobody gonna wear anything.
I would.
But it depends on the season or something.
Yeah.
And also some souvenirs. But souvenirs with your logo. But sometimes the quality is not good. It's the people just get rid of it.
I think this is a good idea. These ones are cute.
Yeah, like this one, I will think about coffee mug. But a lot of coffee mug they only cost $1, $5. It's not high quality. So I Google try to see the porcelain. They are the only one in whole Canada because of the whole globalization. So they just all other like factories they'll push it out of the market. And so her studio, I went to the studio.
Yeah.
It's in a 1 hour drive from here, from
Okay.
Montreal. It's in a village in Quebec. It's
Oh, yeah.
amazing. And everything is handmade.
She's 70?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's really
she studied the porcelain thing.
Yeah.
She's from somewhere in the university. She studied that.
Okay.
And she said, she said that when she retires, she does not want to pass this to somebody because she was kind of disappointed with the apprentices, their focus, their dedication. She had some apprentices. Sometimes I guess she said she mentioned like they were not that into the techniques, the kind of form of art.
Yeah.
So in a few years,
like
probably.
As passionate as she is.
Exactly.
Okay.
In a few years, probably that will finish.
Yeah.
It's the name. You can Google it.
Okay.
The-
I'm gonna check it out.
The showroom, they
Yeah.
have this porcelain, the big plate, and probably $100 for the family. If you have the family, they have nice porcelain, the serving plate, whatever, all those kind of stuff. It's amazing.
Nice.
It's amazing. It's just.
I love ceramics.
Yeah.
Like the art of ceramics. One of my friends, I did a ceramics class like a few years ago just for fun, but it was never on the wheel. And then over the pandemic, one of my best friends got really into throwing on the wheel, and she started making her own stuff, and she's selling it now. And I'm like very.
Yeah, this lady is
Wow.
amazing. You see the dedication, it's amazing. But it's the market thing. It's the market just like the volume.
Oh. Thank you. Nice.
So that's the globalization. You kind of the efficiency, the mass production just push out these creative small businesses. Like,
Yeah.
and when I look at the logo, she can put the logo like the quality like that. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
Did she paint it on?
No, I sent her the picture.
Okay, and then she like.
Yeah, she somehow it's amazing. Like I even cannot imagine how is that done.
Yeah, no, it's like.
The quality itself is
It's
crazy.
really nice.
It's kind of
And it's so soft and like
Yeah.
silky.
it's kind of art. It's,
Yeah.
our business not that good. Otherwise, I will keep ordering from this lady. Seriously, it's and she gave us.
It's not. God, gosh, that's wild to me because the food's so freaking good. Bon appetit.
Do you think we can finish this bottle? Should be easy, right? It's okay.
I accept the challenge.
Have you ever tried the Chinese liquor?
No.
The Chinese,
Like, what is it called?
it's baijiu, Chinese liquor.
Baju?
Yeah, you want to try? Okay, after this.
Okay. Yeah, this is breakfast right now.
Yeah. Chinese liquor is normally there's two classes of the alcohol percentage. It's 38, around 38, 39%.
Yeah.
And another, the more people gonna prefer the 53, 55%.
Okay.
So,
Whoa. It's 53%?
yeah.
The one that you have?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's not pleasant, it's burning.
Okay.
It's like vodka.
Right.
But
Okay.
it's worse than vodka.
Yeah.
Vodka is kind of smooth.
Oh my gosh, you're scaring me now.
Try.
Okay.
But like when you drink alcohol, your mom does not have problem with that.
No. My mom's like very...
Cool mom.
I guess. That's one word for it. But, I mean, my mom can't really say anything. She had me when she was 19, right? I mean, in my
You don't
opinion.
talk to her like, you made some decision. Like, you don't talk. You
No.
do.
I do. Me and my mom are very close like that. And she's like, I got a lot of my sense of humor from her. Like, she's probably why, like, I'm not necessarily why I'm funny, but... I like that there's cabbage in there.
Not to separate the heat. Sometimes we use the Chinese waitress or something. But this is the we call Korean cabbage, the black cabbage, just to separate the heat from.
Is it this? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not main part of, but we all eat that.
Is it like the same cabbage they use to make kimchi?
Since we are using the Korean cabbage, I guess that could be.
That's why I'm.
Oh no, kimchi no, for sure. No.
Okay.
Kimchi is Napa.
Oh right. Right.
I don't know why it's called Napa, but
Like Napa Valley.
they mess up. Somehow people mess up with the kind of the vegetables related to China. The names everywhere, the translation here, they are very different. Like we have like the green leaf. In China, we call Shanghai green. Literally it's called Shanghai green.
What do you mean? Shanghai?
Shanghai green, that vegetable with but here they call the baby bai chai. Bai chai is like Cantonese. So bai chai means white vegetable.
Okay.
But the napa, in Chinese we will say 大白菜, big white vegetable. I don't know why it's all
Very
confusing.
literal.
Very
It's good though.
Yeah, big because it's huge. You see that's the napa, the big one, like this big, right? This big. That's where they make the kimchi.
Right.
Yeah, kimchi we are very sure. Yeah, in northern China they have kimchi as well, so they use that. It's that thing, the napa, in the winter they can stay really long, so they don't go bad easily. So that's the staple vegetable when long time ago without people having the fridge.
Okay.
Without fridge, that thing can stay for really a month or two. And we
like the kimchi equivalent.
Yeah. We also the people dig a hole in the ground and then they store their thing, the napa, like piles of them,
right,
for the whole winter.
Yeah. So you have a baby or a child now?
Yeah, she's a daughter. Yeah, she's 8. She's crazy.
She's crazy.
It's sweet, but it's like the kids growing up here is very different from what I used to grow up. A lot of discipline and beaten up by father-in-law, like anything we did wrong.
Yeah. Well, my dad, I mean, well, because my parents were raised by my grandparents who grew up in the Philippines.
Yeah, really.
So they were, and even like my dad was pretty strict with me, honestly. Like I still got like spanked and stuff.
He's from Filipino as well.
Yeah, but both my parents were born in Winnipeg too.
Oh, really? Okay. So you are they call third generation.
Yeah. So, yeah, I got a lot of that too. So I was like still kind of raised like an immigrant.
But third generation, I think people they don't feel anything related to like
the culture.
Yeah, exactly. Third generation, like
I guess it's different. I don't know. I feel like
visit Philippines.
I've been in 2014.
Oh no, that could be. The Philippine gene is so strong. It's, I know because they have the Super Mac.
The what?
The Super Mac microphone.
Oh yeah.
The magical Mac.
Yeah, Magic Mac.
Yeah, magical Mac.
Yeah.
That community is amazing. Even today, I have some friends from Philippines. They're first generation immigrants. They're kind of very, very big community, and then they like karaoke.
We love karaoke.
Yeah.
I love karaoke.
Seriously.
I'm glad that it's back. It's legal again. I'm so excited.
This is a super KTV here.
Here?
The new one, yeah, the corner.
In here?
No, not inside. The corner.
Oh. It's like a karaoke bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a new one. They just opened during the pandemic. Probably Chinese opened.
Oh, really? That's interesting that they opened during the pandemic.
Yeah. During. It was a food store.
A food store?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they closed. It's really interesting. They just only like less than 6 months, I believe. That's amazing. You like karaoke.
I love karaoke. It's so fun.
In China, the karaoke is huge as well.
Yeah.
They have very fancy technology. Very fancy.
Oh yeah.
So the setup, the room, the system is very, very fancy. Very, very.
I feel like all Asia loves karaoke.
And it's like it looks like the system like professional.
Yeah.
It's like you can put that on stage. You mentioned the last time you visited Philippines when 2010.
2014.
14, so you were
19.
How do you like it?
It was an amazing experience. I was there for a month. My grandparents were also there, so I went to go spend some time. They were like visiting from. They were visiting from Winnipeg too, so. And I was already living in Montreal, so that was like a nice.
You were not speaking Philippine, but how do you communicate with them?
They speak English, but not like the best. But they. I was like with family too, so they were like the translator.
So you are the only child, right?
I have a brother and a sister, but we have different dads.
Yeah. They're younger, right?
Yeah. My sister's 8 actually, so I know all about.
Oh yeah, young.
8-year-old girls being crazy.
Cute.
You're so cute.
Actually, give me what I go bring the Chinese liquor to them.
Okay. Sure. I'm just gonna stuff my food.
This one.
Oh, that looks strong.
This brand
Mm-hmm.
in China is kind of, I guess, not even making to the top 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh
But-
my God, 50%.
Yeah. But let me see what it is. Yeah, 50. Yeah. So, but I mean, even this brand is well-known household name.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows this brand.
Mm-hmm.
Also, each brand have different lines.
Okay.
The high end, middle end.
Mhm.
So this one, I guess they don't. It's kind of in the middle to low end.
Okay.
But they have top end. It's very expensive as well.
Mm-hmm. Where can you buy this?
SAQ.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
At any SAQ?
Not. This one is at water.
Okay.
At water, almost the biggest one somehow.
Yeah.
They have a big stock.
Yeah.
So for us, we have to tag with our ID.
Right.
Yeah, for that. And
Oh, very interesting.
so the Chinese liquor is huge thing in China. So like a Malta, for example, the value, I guess the stock value
Mm-hmm.
capital cap is about like the same size of Apple,
Mm-hmm.
like $1 trillion for Malta, another top brand.
Really?
Seriously. And the bottle, like this size, we always 500 milliliter.
Mm-hmm.
So that bottle is normally 2,000 RMB, like almost 400 Canadian dollars.
Jeez.
This bottle.
The high-end one.
Yeah, high end one. The top, like the
Wow.
top. Because they are the Chinese New Year,
Mhm.
or you visit very, very important, or you want to bribe your superior,
Mhm.
you always drink that top.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe if you use another brand or another Chinese liquor, they're gonna say like you kind of a slight, you know.
Like, are you worthy of our business?
Yeah, exactly. Are you finished? And we can
Mhm.
try this. You know, the sample.
Yeah, it's empty.
Yeah, if you don't like it, it's fine. It's
We don't have to finish this bottle, right?
no, that's crazy. It's from my generation, I don't think it's a big fan, but my father is 75, I believe. For his generation, they all can tell the difference right away.
Mm-hmm.
Different brand, different, the like.
What is this kind of liquor called again?
Chinese liquor, just baijiu. Baijiu is white liquor, white
Oh.
alcohol. We just
Okay.
call it white alcohol.
Okay.
And another one is the mijiu. The sake is kind of a mijiu, rice alcohol. We
Mhm.
call it in Chinese.
Okay.
It's a
Do we drink it like a shot or we sip
just sip it.
it?
Unless on some,
Actually, that's a big shot.
yeah,
So.
on some table they try to kind of
To take a shot.
take a shot or like
Hold on, I want to take a. Do you mind if I take a picture?
yeah, for sure.
I want to take a picture. I like the background.
I hope your mother won't mind.
Oh no, she's very happy that I'm doing this. We're your biggest fans, so.
Thank you.
Whoop, whoop. Sorry,
Yeah, so-
not good for the. Just for my records. Wow, that's a nice bottle.
Actually, right now they all over package things. Like this one is basic.
Yeah.
In China, if you buy any bottle of Chinese liquor,
Mhm.
it's fancy. Like it's like a royal family. It looks like it's for royal.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's a bottle of Chinese liquor, and then the whole big box, and then they have the silk, whatever thing, and then make it crazy.
Good marketing.
Yeah, good marketing, extremely, and the printing on the box is amazing. Maybe some even wrote a poem or something. It's just like Try to see this. Take it slowly. It's burning.
Cheers. Yeah. Whoa.
Seriously, it's worse than vodka. I told you. It has the flavor. That's why Chinese liquor you can never mix. There's no cocktail with any Chinese liquor.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It's the aroma itself. It's
it's very flavorful.
Exactly. That's why it's so you don't mix with anything.
Yeah.
That's why they tell this is expensive, this is not so expensive because of the taste, everything. My father can tell the difference right away. If you give him $50 bottle or the 500 bottle, he will tell exactly. Can
you tell the difference?
No, for me it's just burning. For me
just
it's a
burning.
bad experience. For me always bad experience.
It tastes good. Like the flavor is like nice, but it burns.
It burns.
It burns.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. But I guess the people in the old times they want to show courage, whatever the bravery. I don't know what they want to show off.
Mm-hmm.
They're just kind of chugging all this. Like a lot of them.
They don't want to show off. They want to feel something.
When I was 16, 15, I could finish 2 bottles by myself. We were like people were challenging this. You keep records like your personal limit. I could finish 2 bottles without doing stupid stuff. Seriously,
And then after the 2 bottles, then you start doing stupid stuff.
I black out maybe less than 10 times in my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
When I say blackout, means I lost consciousness for sure for several hours. I wake up in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And the second to the last trip to China, when I did not have the child, that was 9 years ago, I believe. So I went to meet my classmates in the senior high school. So we had one guy was a doctor. He became a doctor, so he brought some 2 bottles of. They said original distill, whatever the term they use. They said it's very rare. You don't find them on the market. Yeah. So we drank a lot of bottles, and then the last memory was about 8 p.m. in the night. We were still one teacher, 10 other students, the classmates. I remember was talking, but that's my last memory. The memory right after that is like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was lying on a bed in the hospital. And then that same doctor is my classmate. He was a doctor in that hospital. So I was lying on one bed, he was lying on another bed. He was accompanying me all the time. And he brought me a toothbrush.
Wait. He was also being hospitalized?
No.
He was just working.
Yeah. No, he was just helping me, make sure I was safe.
Oh, that's nice.
And because in China, the classmates, it's a big thing. It's super close. It's like buddies, like soulmate. Yeah.
That's nice.
It's like he even brought me the toothpaste and toothbrush. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, he told me I had 4 bottles of IV. Yeah, they thought I was gonna have big trouble.
Oh my god.
They always have the theory of the IV probably dilute your blood with the alcohol in your blood.
Sure.
Whatever. So I had 4 bottles. I was throwing up, whatever, and then I just passed out. Yeah. That was 9 years ago.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Off of this stuff.
Yeah. Always, because they're when it's formal, you don't drink beer, you don't drink wine or something unless right now it's a Western style wedding, sometimes they drink wine to I don't know why they like Western way of doing things. But a lot of times it's all Chinese liquor. That's why it's a huge market. If your product, the Chinese liquor is the top like a Malta, and another is Liangye. They worth trillions of dollars, the brand.
Wow. No, that stuff's dangerous.
Yeah, people always like the luxury thing, like the LV, the Hermes, whatever. Hermes. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. The same thing for the Chinese liquor. Like the Malta is crazy. It's so expensive. And like sometimes if you have a girlfriend, the Chinese people you want to the first time visiting the girlfriend's parents, like the future in-laws could be, and always bring them 2 bottles or several bottles of the expensive.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
With like the dowry.
Yeah, no, it's just a basic gift. If you bring this, you're done. You kicked out.
Oh.
Don't see my daughter anymore. Seriously.
You have to bring the luxury.
You have to bring the Montreal or the Liang, the two top brands. And also within the brand have to be the top line. If not, good luck.
Yeah.
They will see.
Don't see my dad.
Yeah, even they don't see you don't have money. The problem is like the way you treat people. It's not respectable. You know? It's not respectable.
But then it's like, what if I can't afford?
That's the thing. The marriage right now is all about the money, the status of the two families. If you don't have money, let's not talk about that. That would be the finish. Even today, seriously. If you want to marry a guy or marry a girl, if your family is a full family, you don't want to find a nice family to marry to. There's no chance, zero. Because they will say, how much money do you have? What kind of car you drive? You see, if you don't have money, the parents are gonna say, I'm for your good. It's always parents. You probably happy today, and then next year you're gonna regret. You have a miserable life. Look at your friends. Watch the movie Super Rich Asians.
Yeah. Did you meet your wife here?
No, I was super lucky. We met during the college, during the university.
Okay.
So that's pretty lucky.
Yeah.
That time,
Is it just you two and your daughter? Do you have family here?
No family, just 2 of us, 3 of us. Yeah. Also, my in-laws,
Oh, your in-laws live here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 5 of us.
Yeah. You guys all live together?
Yeah, in the same house. Yeah.
I like that. The intergenerational household.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard.
That thing, we always call generation gap. That's kind of tough. Especially the ideas, opinions on different things, so different. On a lot of things, they're so different. We call generation gap. That's why we have generation gap. If you are Chinese, like me with your mom, probably won't have that kind of. Because we live in the same age, same era. So the pop star, the movies, the things happen. Similar interest. Yeah, it's especially when the society, the Chinese as a country, moves so fast, develops so fast. So maybe every 5 or 10 years will be a gap. Before was 20, 30 years, you have generation gap. Right now, probably 5 years. Even people from different regions, they have gap, huge gap.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just don't have common language at all. You just don't.
Yeah.
Like my 2 older brothers,
they still live in China?
Yeah, still living a village. I'm come from a poor village. So they both finished 8 years of education. So I was lucky to have a university education. That's why I had a chance to go outside. So when I talk to them, still, I have 2 older brothers, they're still the best. We used to fight together, but we just don't have common language anymore. So we just drink Chinese liquor for sure, play mahjong for sure. But when you talk about, they don't even know the politics here or there. They don't know what happened outside of there's opinion on this or that. It's just it's different path. It's totally different.
Well, I like mahjong. My grandma plays mahjong a lot. Her and her friends, every weekend.
But mahjong, how do you know the record? How do you know the characters? Some of them characters, right? Just remember.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Because we say 1 to 9, but that's the Chinese character, and then it's 1 is 10 million, right? There's 10 million. That's character 10 million.
I remember learning when I was a kid, but I don't remember how to play anymore.
You don't
know how to play. But I would love to. I'm sure it's fun.
We gamble a lot on that one.
That's what my grandma does.
Really?
Even during the pandemic, when you weren't allowed to go see people, she would have her and her friends. They always play mahjong, and they play until they would do the whole weekend nonstop, and then they would play in shifts, and then people would go take naps. But
Are they all Philippines?
Yeah, but I think my grandma is like, I don't know. She's
Filipino?
definitely mixed somewhere down the
But
line.
does
Maybe
she
that's her
speak
grandpa.
any Cantonese or
No,
Mandarin? No,
no.
not at all.
But she looks more
Chinese?
a little Chinese. Yeah.
I don't look Chinese. Some people say I'm too dark.
Really?
Yeah.
Someone asked if I was Chinese. I'm like, I don't look Chinese. I'm too dark.
I don't know. You for Chinese girls, a little bit pale. To be honest, yes. No.
I'm pale?
No. For
Chinese girls.
yeah, all of Chinese. They like to be pale. They have makeup to even. Actually, I tried to pale myself.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
With like a whitening soap?
Yeah. It's a
They do that in the
Olay. I
Philippines
use the
too.
Olay, the big brand Olay. I
Mhm.
did try Olay in my, but that's a shameful secret. as a guy, if you try that, it's a shame.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I did that secretly. But I tried to whiten a little bit, but I failed, and it's not working as it's said.
Mm-hmm.
The
I'm
first 2
assuming
hours.
it burns.
At the first 2 hours looks whiter, a little bit paler, but after several hours, back to normal.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of that's typical commercial.
I don't because white like papaya soap in the Philippines and like whitening, like bleaching your skin and stuff. It's like a big thing in the Philippines, but it's like I
guess that's the same thing in China.
Yeah, I think that's just
It's dumb.
colorism.
Yeah, right now it's kind of dumb.
Mhm.
But it's like I guess we are lucky right now nobody even cares.
Yeah.
Even my color in China, I was like kind of made fun of a lot. My color.
Really?
Yeah, seriously. That's why I tried that thing.
Mhm.
But then came here, they said you look healthy and super
Yeah.
happy. So it's nobody even cares.
No.
Yeah, that's the beauty.
I like the sun. I like having like a sun-kissed look. Like you've been in the sun. Like you've seen the sun.
Yeah,
Because otherwise, like
some people even pay to tan, right?
exactly. That's just like I feel like that's like a big thing in like Asian culture too.
Yeah, it's kind of
just like you have to
silly.
be white.
Yeah, it's kind of silly. They
Because
have,
it's like
do you know they have umbrella for the light, for the sun?
yeah.
Why do you have umbrella when it's super
Sunny.
sunny? Exactly, because it was super sunny.
Yeah. Like because in the Philippines it's like, oh, if you're darker skin, that means you're poor
Yeah.
and you work on the farms and you're in the field all day. And then if you're white or if you're paler, then it's because I don't know.
Have good
That's
family,
it.
you stay
Yeah.
indoor all the time.
Yeah, that sounds boring. Being inside all the time. Well, I kind of get it.
Even for me, came here, I feel super happy. Nobody even cares.
When did you open the restaurant?
This one almost 4 years ago, but the original one in Korea 8 years ago.
Okay.
8 years ago.
And you moved here.
Mm,
I mean, it's the same food, same restaurant.
yeah, but the first one in Korea, the building was lost in a fire. That's why we moved here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's a sad story though.
Yeah.
Lost a lot of money.
And I imagine like rent is expensive here.
We definitely we don't need the second floor, but it's a whole package. We cannot remove it.
Maybe can you rent it out or something? I don't even know what.
If you rent, you have a liability of things they do. It's not even worth it, to be honest.
What about turning the upstairs into like a karaoke bar?
That's the thing. Actually, this new decoration, it was not like this before. So we have a designer. She's volunteer. She designed for free, and her tag is there.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So she designed everything. So this is called perch hall. It's like a real perch. So
It's
the
beautiful.
tatami, everything, we made everything by hand. And we call a club on there. We have a little bit club on there. Before the pandemic, we had it's kind of a social place. We have club on there. We focus on the English learning, French learning, and also workplace experience sharing.
Okay.
So that's the three kind of directions we were focusing on.
Yeah.
Because I'm an immigrant working IT field. So that's why I try to learn English.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, you're
learning,
doing IT?
Yeah, always working. I've been 15 years, 14 years I've been working IT engineer.
Yeah.
Even having a restaurant was on my side job.
Okay.
I was always full-time IT
Yeah.
engineer. That's why I'm so smart. It's like I want to have the second place, a second floor as a little bit like experience sharing thing.
Right.
So during the weekdays before the pandemic, for the weekdays, we definitely did not need the second floor for customers.
Yeah.
And the first floor is enough. But the weekend, like for the weeknights, we need the second floor.
Yeah.
We like always full in the first floor, and we need the second floor to see customers.
Good.
Yeah. But all the time you can use this place totally for free for your own events. Anybody totally free, and you can just reserve. Tell us what time, and also this little area, tatami area, we call the lounge.
Yeah.
And anytime you can have friends less than 10, so you can sit on top of the tatami and then the benches.
Yeah.
And all free. Nice. And there's a small office as well. In the back of there's a small office, there's a tatami as well and a desk, and it's all new. So you can use it for interviews, for like private meetings, and all free. It's that's the idea. I had like when I moved to this place, I could not remove the second floor, so I was thinking to change the second floor into a space to be shared by anybody in downtown. So, but we had a lot of events for the workplace experiencing sharing. Like we had more than 10 events already. All volunteers. Yeah. Like a speaker will be volunteer. Like some like kind of successful in the IT field. So he's gonna come up to share his experience, how to deal with colleagues, how to even ask for a raise, whatever those kind of stuff. So a lot of people showed up for those events.
So you do IT?
Yeah, I was a network engineer doing the network, firewall, VPN, those kind of stuff.
What does your wife do?
She actually having this restaurant was her job, not my job.
Okay.
Actually, start 8 years ago.
Yeah.
When we had our baby, she was doing the fashion design, like at LaSalle College.
Oh.
Like we moved 15 years ago here, so I had my job, IT job, very easy for me.
Yeah.
For her, it's like she was learning English. She had English as a major, English literature as a major in the university. So
in
English,
China.
In China.
Okay.
So English was not bad for her. It's good. So she knew some French already because she was learning English as a major. So there's a second foreign language for her. It was French already in China, in her university. So she had a little bit of foundation for the French. So when we moved here 15 years ago, she had the French training, and also she went to the LaSalle College for fashion design for 3 years, had the diploma. But those courses are in French. So she kind of also improved her French and got a diploma. So after that, she got 2 years working Buffalo, David Vuitton, David Vuitton Buffalo, whatever, and also the Parasuco, and also I always wear 2 Parasuco shoes. The t-shirt, like they are free samples.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, Parasuco was really good.
Like she was designing, or she was
just doing everything, design, and also the buyer to talk to the suppliers in China.
Oh,
most
nice.
of them.
Nice.
She was working in that field for 2 or 3 years, and then we had our kid, baby. She did not want to go to back to the full-time job. Thought was flexible, having a business, and then turned out to be a mistake.
Having a business?
Yeah, it's a flexible, but it's just more time.
Yeah.
It is flexible if you are willing to lose money and then staying at home all time.
Your daughter, does she go to school in English?
French.
French.
Yeah, French school. It's the public school. It's pretty happy every day.
And you speak to her in Mandarin?
At home, sometimes Mandarin. My in-laws speak to the Mandarin. There's no choice. And sometimes I talk to her in English sometimes. Her French is almost perfect. And then I guess she likes English most. Chinese will be the third.
Yeah, good. That's good. I wish
Yeah.
that I spoke Tagalog.
All the kids, they grew up, they like English.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah.
Maybe because it's like all the popular media and all that stuff.
But her French is perfect.
Yeah.
She's teaching me French.
Yeah.
Super patient. The kid's super patient. She's Daddy, I want to teach you this. Could you follow? I write you English word, you write a French word.
So cute.
Yeah. But I cannot keep up. Somehow I can read a lot of. I have a good, not too good knowledge, the good base of the vocabulary, French word vocabulary. And the reading is not too bad, but the listening is crazy. I'm really kind of amazed by my daughter. Like her listening is kind of so natural. Like I was talking to a friend. It was translating one day last week, and we went for the skiing stuff to rent skiing stuff. The lady could not speak English, did not speak English, and she was translating me. My daughter was translating for me between me and her. And she's so natural, like the lady talking to her in French, and then she told me in English, and it's amazing, so natural. But
so
for me,
French is her first language?
I think so. Either French or English, but definitely not Chinese. That's so amazing for the kids growing up here. So it's the bilingual at least. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I asked her, like, how do you your French is so good, and you can you can understand everything they say like so fast. For me, it's no way. It's if I speak French, I can express myself. If I need help, I tell them things. I can get myself, get words out. But listening is crazy. It's almost like
it's like listening to a foreign language.
In the last several days, I decided to listen more in French. So right now, I'm also always listening to the Canada radio, EP, Canada Premier, whatever. So I'm listening a few hours a day, sometimes 2 or 3 hours a day. Just does not understand.
Practicing.
Yeah. But I can get a lot of words out of the sentence, but I don't know what they're talking about. But when they're talking about Biden or Trump, I can understand.
You're like, oh.
I'm really surprised. They're still this morning on the CBC radio EC, the EC Canada.
Still talking about Trump?
Yeah, still talking about Biden and Trump. What's going on? That's French.
I know. I don't understand why there's such an interest in American politics here.
Seriously, that's really every day.
I guess I get it because they're our neighbors, and it's like the politics there is a lot more spicy.
Yeah.
But
I started to start learning French almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But I gave up like sometime. I follow whatever the textbook or whatever the material. I spent several months, but then the idea I was learning French was like when we knew we were gonna have a child, baby. So I thought I have to learn French. I have to be able to teach her in French, teach her French. That was my goal 9 years ago. I thought I really started. I put a lot of effort, really a lot of effort. But
it's hard.
Yeah, but then
there's so much rules.
Yeah. And after that, little bit. And in the past 12 or 5 years, I never touched the French. Now I just picked up again somehow.
Now you just what?
I just restarted. I just kind of have a reboot button for me to start learning French again. But then I realized it's easier because a lot of words I know already, the pronunciation, the little bit grammar already. Just the listening part, I need to. Every day I put several hours, 3 or 4 hours of listening. It doesn't matter I understand or not.
I should put more effort into learning French.
Yeah, you're super young, so easy for you. The French is so amazing. That's the part of the not the reason I like Montreal. But Montreal is amazing for me. Like people really good split, like French, English, all kind of languages.
Mm-hmm. Why did you decide to move to Montreal?
I was super lucky. I had the first job offer before I landed.
Nice.
So it's in Montreal, and then so natural for me.
Nice. Okay.
But Montreal itself, I really like Montreal.
Mm-hmm. It's a good city.
Amazing.
I think it's like the best city in Canada. I think.
My first job after my graduation from university, I had the chance on the business trips to a lot of countries, to Egypt, Cairo, to United Kingdom, then London two times, and Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and Turkey, Hong Kong. All
You've
this.
all been there?
Yeah. All this. I spent several months on each of these places. I really am living there for several months on each business trip. So really
for work.
Yeah, for work. And
wow.
The company paid me to stay there, so it's amazing.
Yeah.
Super lucky to have the chance to live in those big cities like Cairo, Egypt.
Yeah.
Like also Rio de Janeiro. Actually, Montreal, I found Montreal almost the best of all because it's a good balance. For me, it's the balance. London it's kind of, you see the culture, you see the language. You always admire the English, the culture there, but it's kind of a little bit boring, or also like raining, and people, you can see the different between different group of people.
Right.
Different, like I was
stereotypes or whatever.
Yeah, I was working for a company there, like a customer. Like at night when everybody leaves, and the cleaners all one race. Cleaners all one race, and then on the taxi drivers all one another race.
Oh.
And then the people, have really nice suits, and then they have, the business side. They all almost one race, another race.
Yeah.
It's kind of, that time I feel it's kind of when you see Canada, Montreal, nobody even cares.
Yeah.
And as long as you're capable, it's on the merits, based on merits. And the people, they really relax. And you look at the nature itself surrounding Montreal, it's beautiful like hell. Not like hell, like heaven. It's beautiful. And the nature here, the national parks, all these waterways, it's amazing. And then the people.
Except the winter.
The winter, I find winter.
The winter's a bit much.
Yeah, but winter for me is not a big issue.
No?
Yeah, because if you're lazy, you stay inside or warm.
Yeah.
Everywhere warm. And if you want to ski, and it's amazing, so cheap, and then so wonderful. You have options in the winter. And I play soccer a lot in the summer. Everywhere, like you have soccer fields everywhere, and it's amazing. Well, you finished? Not finished? Too much.
I'm scared to chug it. It's so strong.
Yeah.
Because I took a big gulp earlier. Well, I guess not that big,
but I think the Chinese people, when I would say when I'm 50 years old, 60 years, probably I would appreciate more.
Yeah.
I don't know. At least my parents, my father, like.
My father appreciated it.
Yeah. And he's 75.
Yeah. He's still in China, yeah?
Yeah, he's still.
And your brothers. Brothers.
They get stuck, I guess, in the poor village.
I'm not getting used to that. It kind of smells like blueberries or something.
Some of them they made of wet, some of them wheat or wet. I have problem with wheat, right? Wheat. That's the English problem.
You're good.
The wheat, and also some of them the sorghums. The sorghums. The plant, they're like a corn, but a little bit taller, and then like the.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's plant. What is that? Yeah, I don't. Otherwise, the phone is doing the video. Otherwise, I'm gonna Google it.
What is it called? How do you spell it? Oh, spelling.
SOG.
G. A.
G. G-A. It's a
Sogas in English.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's something, right?
Yeah, but it's a Spanish word and it translates to rope, so I don't think that's the one that word. It's like corn.
Yeah, but it's taller.
It's taller. I can't think. No, I don't know. I believe you though.
S-O-G-H. Try the S-O-G-H-U-S.
S-O-G-H-U-S.
I'm so bad at English, this thing.
S-O-G-H.
U-S.
U-S.
It's probably Google will give you the closest plant.
Oh! This one.
Yeah.
Sorghum.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, sorghum, yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to help you with that because I have no idea.
S-O-R-G-H-U-M. Right?
Yeah. Oh, corn, but nice. Huh. It's made.
Not this one, but some Chinese people made of that.
Okay.
It's a big brand made of that. It's the corn, you have the corn cob thing, but they think they only very super tall and then they grow little grains on the top.
Mm-hmm.
But the good thing for this, they take the green is really bad. Is the I don't think people eat the greens, but they make Chinese leaf from that, or they feed animals.
Yeah.
But this super tall, but they thin. The stalk is thin, but it's regular. It's kind of straight instead of the stalks of the
like
corn. The corn, like they are kind of here, they're not very straight.
Right.
So this is super long and then very very thin and then very kind of all the way like that. So we use them to lay the bed. So the mattress we didn't. So you kind of tie them together, make a like nice sheet. So that's how we like that thing. Yeah. Sorghum.
Sorghum.
Yeah. You even
I've never heard of it.
That's only China. I think it could be this.
No,
this plant could be.
Based on Google, it's originally domesticated in Africa.
Yeah.
But I guess
But to be fair,
it made its way.
But like to be fair, a lot of Chinese people they may not have seen it in person as well.
Yeah.
It's not so. Corn is very popular, very common. This one is not. Maybe 5 comparing 1 to 20, maybe like corn to this thing. This one, there's no value to it anymore. I don't see any value instead of on top besides the making Chinese liquor. And the harvest is so little, only the top little bit.
That's all they use.
Yeah. No, the leaves is really good. The leaves when they're still green, you collect the leaves and then you sun dry them.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good to feed the animals during the winter. And it's nutritious, I guess. It keeps the green.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I remember that. Yeah, that's for the one time you.
Sorghum.
Yeah, sorghum. Yeah. One time I can show you something you don't know.
You got the spelling was close too.
Yeah, close.
With the GH,
Yeah,
that's all Google needed.
Yeah. But what do you think of Montreal? Like,
I like it. I like living here. I mean, I can't imagine. Honestly, I don't know if I'd want to live anywhere else. It's like, I always say it's big city vibes, but big city, but with like small city vibes. Cause like everyone's like very friendly and no one's like up. It's not too uptight.
which neighborhood do you live in?
NDG.
Ah,
Do you live near Côte d'Ivoire?
not at all.
Oh.
NEG, Coordination. What is the Coordination and what is the Gahas, the NEG? What's the name of that? Right now they combine the two neighborhoods together, two cities together, right?
And are you talking about Cartier?
No. This right,
Coordination.
Net and NDG right now they put like one.
Yeah, it's like kind of together.
Yeah, they're kind of together.
Yeah, they're very close.
I live
But
in
Coordination is more uptown, and then NDG is like more lower west. I think once you pass like like maybe like I would say Copenhagen begins like on Queen Mary.
Queen Mary is a big avenue, big
Mm-hmm.
like boulevard.
But like from there on above, it's
NDG.
Copenhagen.
Yeah.
And then below it's NDG. But I've been living in NDG for like I've almost lived in Montreal for eight years, almost 8 years. And I've been living in NDG for like 6.
But here did you go to university or did you just like the college or the?
I went to college. I took some classes, but I don't have like a university degree or anything.
Wasn't your mom push you to finish or sometimes Asian parents?
Yeah. Honestly, like I'm pretty surprised they don't like tell me to go back. Well, they always say like I can go back to school if I want to, but it's mostly my grandparents that wanted me to go to school.
Yeah, go to school.
Yeah. But I didn't know what I wanted to do. I have a college degree, so that's enough for them.
But do you know what you want or something? You're still figuring out or like go and see?
I don't know. I don't know what I want. I'm just gonna do whatever happens.
I guess that's a luxury in Montreal. I guess it's a luxury.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to go back to school. Well, that's not true. I just don't know what I would want to go back for.
But do you think if you don't work in like an office, whatever, like a little bit risky or a little bit adventurous for you as a?
I definitely don't want to work in an office. I mean, if my job requires me to, if I find like a job that I want to do, and I have to be in an office sometimes, that's fine. But
Not all the time.
I don't want to do. It's just not my style. I'd rather work in a restaurant forever.
One day you can take over this one.
Okay.
You will be the owner. See on that.
You heard it here first.
Serious, a lot of time is the parents they plan their career, plan their life for the kids.
Yeah.
That's kind of you don't have choice. Like it's happening almost 95% for Chinese families.
In a way, it's kind of like
Because people want to stable. I think it's like they don't see a life is a journey of adventures. The risky things. Life itself is risky. It's not easy. It's not easy peasy. It's not like a plan. A lot of people don't realize that. You know, it's a lot of people say let's have a career. You know, we can see the future. It's the career we're gonna stay there for 50 years before you die. You know, it's always everything. You have money. You have salary. Everything stable. And you don't worry about the money, you don't worry about house, you don't worry about family. It's a lot of people are gonna choose the safe way.
Yeah.
It's kind of safe.
Yeah. That's just not my jam. I'd rather.
Yeah, a bit, you know.
I'll deal with. In my opinion, I'm gonna deal with that when the time comes. I'm really not a good planner. I don't like planning. I don't like.
That's the.
I don't know. Maybe that's kind of like a flaw, but.
It's more like freedom of choice. I think it's very important.
Okay, I'm gonna finish this now.
I finished already.
I know. refill with the. Are you gonna do that again?
I'm a little bit. You remind bring me back to the.
It reminds me of my dad.
No, actually, I had a theory because this gonna mess up with your stomach. Actually, right?
Is it?
Yeah, the stomach means like you want to throw up. Like most happen like after you drink like a bottle of Chinese liquor, people throw up, right? Because your stomach cannot handle whatever the churn, right?
The poison.
Yeah.
The churn?
I guess
What's
it's something churn that mess up with your, it's kind of things throwing up.
Okay.
The commotion inside.
Yeah.
Something must happen in revolution inside. Must be revolution. So when I was in senior high school, I was pretty confident about drinking Chinese liquor. So 2 bottles, I think I could handle. So my theory was.
Can I have this?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have your bottle. I have
Yeah. Don't finish it. We don't have your friend to bring you toothbrushes in the hospital.
Yeah, this one, that's my theory.
Okay.
It's all the stamina. It's all the strength you have your body, control of your body. So when I was in the senior high school, before I was 18, so I did a lot of stuff in the farm.
Yeah.
In the farm, so I was pretty strong. Like, so my theory was whatever you have in your stomach, like 2 bottles, like mixed with the food or whatever in your stomach, I have the power to control it. Like you just do the kung fu thing, everything under control.
Suppress.
Suppress
the
and
urge.
hold it together.
Yeah.
It's seriously. I was thinking that, but the problem is like I saw the problem when I was in the university. I had spent 4 years in university. We did not need to do the hard working thing, and so I was sleeping late in the morning and later in the class, and then sometimes I kind of not so strong, like physically somehow. If you're not doing the repeating is when you do one things like digging the ground like whole day, somehow help you to make you stronger. So in the university, I realized I lost that kind of power. So I got drunk. I guess I got drunk 3 times in the university time. I even did not finish a bottle, I believe, or a bottle. But when I was 18, 16, 14 years old, I could finish 2 bottles without problem.
Yeah.
So I had I lost that power. Even today, I probably half bottle or 3/4 I will be done.
Yeah.
But before was super strong. When I was 10, I got first blackout. No, probably when I was 12.
Yeah.
I got first drunk when I was 5, 6 years old.
Jeez.
Seriously.
Oh my God. Imagine your daughter like
No,
getting drunk.
I was, I guess like a quarter of that or something in the dining table. Somebody got married. And when I got home, I kind of on the way home with a lot of haystacks.
Yeah.
Like huge haystack. I was always running into them. Several of them. My 2 older brothers were helping me, but I did not pass out, did not throw up. But I felt so dizzy. Everything was turning.
Yeah, for sure. I can only imagine.
So I was lying on the bed for like a few hours, missing out a lot of plays with my brothers. Yeah, that was before I went to school. I don't know, it was 5 or 6, but definitely before I went to school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first time, but when I was junior high school and senior high, that time was super confident because we went to so many weddings, like all the relatives, all this. I never got drunk with them, so I never blacked out. So the people, they kind of test you till you pass out.
Yeah.
So I was last one standing.
Okay, so the adults knew and they were like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, all the time, the wildlife, the village time.
Yeah.
So even I was drinking with adults, all the seniors, relatives. I was really, we test each other to the limit. So I was never blacked out. I never blacked out. So I still in the village at that time. Still, some people they still think I was really good at drinking.
What a skill to have.
Yes, good skill.
Yeah.
Especially
holding your liquor.
Yeah. The new Chinese New Year. I guess the second day after the New Year is the first day. Always people don't move. They all stay with your own family. Like the first day of the New Year.
Yeah.
And then the second day is that will be very important day for people to move to for example, important invitations. Only very, very important. For example, you have a new wedding, like after the wedding last year.
Yeah.
So the first time you visit, especially for the woman,
Yeah.
first back to visit back to his mom, his parents. So that would be has to happen on the second day of the new year. So that day is always important. So they will find someone like in the same village, neighbors, to young couples in countryside, they always marry when they are 18, 19 years old, right? They're young couple. They will ask us to sit in the same table to drink with them. So I was asked a lot.
So that you could keep up.
Yeah, I can drink. Let's do this, like 6 rounds, 4 rounds, like seriously, like this, into 4 in a row.
Yeah.
And then another guest in the same table we do 4 and again.
Pass out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
So we never do one. It would be no respect if you do only one. So we like this, a little bit smaller or something, but we do 4 times with you alone. Yeah. 4 cups. If you
just like shots?
Yeah, 4 shots. Yeah, 4 shots. That time you have to show your courage. You have to show the respect.
If you make a face, is that like a bad sign? Like if you're like,
no, you don't do that.
Don't do that. You have to pretend like you don't taste, like it doesn't burn.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's the respect.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes if you're doing the senior, the first you tell them in Chinese there's a language to say we respect you for 4 cups. Yeah. And when we finish 4 cups each other, and then the senior may come back with you with 8 double.
Okay. The seniors?
Yeah, seniors they may say, since you kind of so respecting me, and then I come back with you for 8, double your offer. You like a TV commercial, double your offer if you pay right now.
This tastes like water now.
Exactly.
Compared to that old guy.
That's why sake is so popular, because it's more acceptable maybe.
Accessible?
Yeah, acceptable. This one, I don't think people can accept it so widely. Yeah,
I mean, it's definitely interesting, but it's like very specific. Like not many people like just except for like scotch or whiskey and stuff like.
Even the whiskey, I think the whiskey is worse than this. To my opinion, it's even more burning. It has the it has the taste of burnt the wheat.
The wood.
The wheat, like something get burnt. Anyway, I drink that too, but I always mix with Coke.
I wonder if maybe with like 7-Up or something.
Yeah, with this.
That being 50% is crazy.
I bring a glass with 7-Up. Probably can.
I don't want to try.
You want another 7-Up?
Oh no, I'm okay.
Okay,
I thought you
wanted.
I was thinking like, what would that be like a mix with?
No, this one never mix. Never mix because you lose the quality. The quality itself
is the the burn. Okay.
And also the Chinese food as well. A lot of people a lot of time they want the soy sauce, the chili sauce. But the problem is for Chinese cooking, if this is cooked this way, it's better not to mix extra soy sauce. Yeah. It's not respecting the cook, the chef, But people they don't care. They just ask, can I have soy sauce? Okay. I don't like to, but
we don't have.
but I have to, It's the same idea because they think it's cooked this way. Yeah. Like the chef, okay, this is the best version I can present you. I can make it for you. But then you say, I don't like. I think I need more salt. I think I need more soy sauce. It's kind of it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, for sure. I get it. Did you develop the recipes, all the recipes?
It's I think it's easy to because it's all well-known names, well-known dishes in China. So we just pick several of them. Okay. We just like this braised pork belly.
It's just like a classic dish.
It's classic. Even in China, they have maybe more than 10 versions of the same dish from different versions, different regions. Okay. It's just so well known. It's like this one from Taiwan, this one from North, and this one everywhere. Huh. It's just so easy to pick. Right. It's so easy to make a menu. It's very difficult to make it a smaller selection. Yeah. Because there's so many items you have to, if you want to make a lot of people happy, a lot of customers happy, whatever they want, they can see on your menu.
Yeah.
That would be a big problem. That's the thing. That's I guess for the traditional Chinese restaurant, we have the smallest menu.
Yeah, that's true. Eh?
Yeah. Because we simply cannot do that.
It's still pretty big though. There's lots of choices.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's too many choices. We cannot keep up. McDonald's, they have only several choices.
Yeah. But the food is so good. My mom, I told my mom I'm coming here today. She said, hi.
What's your mom's name though?
Melanie.
Melanie, that's a nice name.
Melanie. What did she say? She gave me a message to say to you. She says, tell him I drive all the way from... Oh, I was there last week to pick up, and he recognized me.
Yeah, with the mask.
He recognized me, and he said, are you Kayla's mom? Good luck. Oh, she says, tell him I said hi, and that I drive all the way from a Huntsic to get some food.
Huntsic is far.
I know.
Huntsic is far. Yeah, I was busy, I was running. Then I realized this lady, and then from the eyes, I said, you must be Kayla's mom.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Yeah.
Yeah, it was my mom. And she says hi.
It's amazing. Melanie, right?
Yeah.
It's a nice name.
Yeah.
But that's why her parents picked the name here. Yeah.
Yeah. Melanie Ruth DeLeon. Her middle name's Ruth.
That's a lot. Ruth is common.
Yeah.
The last name is Spanish, you mentioned.
DeLeon. Yeah. And then my name is hyphenated, so it's Kayla. My name is long. Kayla Brittany DeLeon Casala.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should be proud of that.
I think it's it's so many letters.
Yeah. So many. Yeah,
I like it. It's kind of like a.
It's flowing.
Yeah. I like it. It's like a superstar name.
Exactly. What's the Grande?
Ariana Grande.
You have the French pronunciation.
Yeah. Ariana Grande.
I'm really bad at music, but sometimes I'm really bad at names. So for the music, I'm not big, song person. But I said, Ariana Grande, this must be French. Exotic.
I think she's like Italian or something. I don't even know actually. I have no idea. Anyways.
And another like Adele, right? That's amazing lady. Like it's crazy the song.
Yeah.
I just listen to the raw like the tiger in the MTV. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard any of the new. She just came out with a new album. No?
That's the old one. I mean, the one, the raw, the tiger raw. The MTV is a kind of a.
Is that not Katy Perry?
Oh, sorry. No, that's Katy Perry.
Okay.
I messed up. Yeah, that's Katy Perry. That song was.
Does Adele have a song Roar too?
Oh, the name of the song is Raw?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm really bad at this. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, the fire. That's amazing. That's the lyrics, the MTV. It's kind of crazy.
The music video was good.
Yeah. It's amazing. I rarely listen to songs. I really listen to songs because I'm very practical, I guess. Listening to songs does not help me to improve my English, I guess.
Okay.
But listening to comics, watching comics helps.
What about listening to podcasts?
Actually, seriously, during the pandemic, I listened to hundreds of hours of podcasts. Even your podcast.
Oh, you listen to it a little bit?
Yeah, all of them.
Really?
Oh. But you stopped, I guess.
Yeah. I stopped before the summer.
Yeah.
But I want to start doing it again because I miss it.
Yeah. Because the podcast is amazing. Two things for me. I learn people's story. Yeah. And another thing, I improve my English. Yeah. So it's the two stones.
That's why I like
two birds in one stone.
Yeah.
For me, it's I right now I'm every day. Just 2 days ago, started more French, like a radio, but the other lot of time still listening to a lot of podcasts. Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
There's one that you should listen to. Do you know the comedian Bobby Lee? He used to be on. Well, he's kind of older. He used to be on a show called Mad TV. Do you know Mad TV?
Mad TV, I heard of it, but
Yeah.
not.
It was like do you know Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
It was like Saturday Night Live, but not as
Yeah.
clever.
Yeah.
Not as clever. Like a little bit more silly. But he was on Mad TV and he has a podcast. It's called Tiger Belly. And I think you would like it. Yeah.
Don't rub it.
But I think you would like it. It's good. I think you'd like that. He's got like a good, interesting story too, and it's good.
And after this, what's like probably after this you can send me some listers I can listen to.
For sure, yeah, I'll definitely do that for you.
But how about the comedy thing in Montreal? Because Montreal, I think it's a little bit dilemma. The problem is with English, French. It's like for people to really appreciate comedy, you have to really understand the culture, the language, very, very deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's why for me it's really tough for even the English, the comedies. Some people laugh. I don't know why they're laughing because there's a lot of story they know.
Right.
But Montreal, the problem is, I that's my guess. It's a lot of people. The mix of English, French that makes either one is like that deep.
Yeah.
You know, it's I think I still my guess would be the comedy English would be a little bit more than French, right? I guess in Montreal
Actually, there's like a huge comedy is like really big. Like even the French, there's lots of French comedy, and it's like that. If you want to be a successful comedian in Montreal, like it's pretty much like not impossible, but if you want to make money, it has to be in French.
But really?
It has to be in French. Otherwise, like I don't know. I mean, I'm not.
In Toronto could be very, very
exactly.
The Peter,
that's where they
the
go.
Indian guy, the Peter Russell.
Russell Peters. Yeah. There you go.
Peterson or something.
Yeah.
He's old now. Like
he's old.
Yeah, he's old. But
yeah.
I when I watched her videos on YouTube, that's probably 10 years ago
Yeah.
already. A recent one, like this guy. Oh my God, the age is crazy.
Yeah. That's like almost actually. I remember watching it when I was like 10, so like 16 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. It was pretty funny.
But that was iconic. That was like a big. That was like. Yeah, I remember watching that when it first came out, and I thought it was like the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah. So for Montreal, it's still more French.
Yeah. But that's the thing too. There's so many good English comedians here. Like there's a lot of good. Like everyone's pretty good. But it's just like hard to like. I don't know though. Montreal's such a small city too.
Exactly.
It's, like,
it's very difficult for a small city to survive in this global stage.
Yeah.
It's very, very tough.
Yeah.
Everything concentrated to the top field. Very, very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's almost unfair. In the social media, Montreal is almost non-existent.
Yeah.
That's the shame. Montreal is supposed to be really not top tier, but still.
Like
Should
a
be a
metropolis.
Yeah, it should be an important city in the world at world stage.
I
but
think
right now,
it is, no?
for the comedian, for the social media, almost non-existing right now.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. Everything.
Yeah, but it's weird too that English comedy is so unrecognized here because we have Just for Laughs.
Yeah.
We have the Just for Laughs festival every year. So I don't know.
Like some of last time I did Google the Montreal stand-up comedian in Montreal. A lot of them showing American guys, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of time they.
Oh, like the comedy clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what it is we get like headliners from out of town. I know because I used to work. I worked there sometimes at the Comedy Nest. You get the headliner who's like usually traveling like from out of town or something. But then all the openers, like the opening acts, they're all local.
Okay.
And then also like on Tuesdays, on Wednesdays, it's all local comics just doing sets at the Comedy Nest. Yeah.
That's cool. So the Comedy Nest is it's a club or something.
Yeah, it's in the Forum, like at Atwater.
Oh, that's the
Yeah, above like on the second.
cinema,
second
right?
floor.
Around.
Yeah, it's in the same building, but it's on the second floor, I think, or the third floor. I don't remember. I think it's second floor. I don't think there's a third. Anyways, it's like on one of the higher floors. But and also like if you ever want to go to like comedy shows and stuff, I'll send them to you.
Okay,
because there's like 3 that happen alone on this street. Oh no, I mean like Crescent, Bishop, like all that. So
yeah, the problem for me is like, I guess sometimes it's kind of difficult to get the jokes.
Yeah, but it's practice,
yeah,
right?
It's not.
I guess it's like the culture too, right?
Yeah, the culture, the the background stories.
Yeah.
Even some names, they throw up names, they make fun of this guy, the name. What the hell? You never heard of this? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But that's Montreal because it's kind of split into 2 different pool of French, English. If you're only English or only French, probably on this kind of you can more focus.
Yeah.
Probably the Toronto has the advantage on this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a lot of English comics here that like start here or are from here, eventually they'll just go to Toronto.
Toronto.
But that's the thing, it's like I don't want to go to Toronto. Why would I want to go to Toronto?
Toronto is too big.
Toronto's huge. It's scary.
I went there about 14 or 13 years ago. I stayed there for 2 months for IT training.
Yeah.
I went some Chinese restaurants there.
Yeah.
But it's looks like a Chinese city. For my perspective, for Chinese, like you speak Mandarin all the time. Like you can get by speaking Mandarin on it.
Yeah.
And people there, a lot of business, Chinese business. It looks like a city of Chinese cities.
Yeah.
For us, seriously. The street malls near the Highway 7. Some street malls, like you have maybe 10 businesses, all of them Chinese. Restaurants, spa, nails, they're all Chinese.
Even like the signs are in Chinese.
Yeah. Like along the Highway 7. It's like you're not, looks like to me like sometimes you're still in China. Didn't have the difficulty to go or pass through all the stuff, all the difficulties to go to another country. I go back to our own country again. That could be why.
I guess Toronto's like cool, but I wouldn't want to live there.
It's amazing.
It's
like
so
economy,
cold.
Cold. The people,
like I mean, just the vibe, the energy is cold, and like it's not as beautiful as Montreal. I'm not a huge fan of skyscrapers and all that stuff.
Montreal is so beautiful.
Montreal's beautiful.
It's even the people everywhere. Montreal give you the French is very, very give you the Europe kind of feel. Especially the old port is crazy. The old port is like you see the stone paved kind of thing.
No, it's cool. I like working down there too. It's like I get to see something like beautiful every day when I go to work.
The old port is like a treasure. Everywhere so pretty. Nothing like efficient, but it's pretty.
Nothing's efficient?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's accurate, yeah.
But it's pretty. You kind of slow down a little bit. They used to have in the small square, they used to have the circus play, like individual performer doing those kind of like a flamethrower, that thing, what is that called? The 3 things.
Juggling?
Juggling, yeah. And on the unicycle.
In the old port?
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah. Several years ago, but 1 year I went there, there was no performer anymore. But 1 year, I don't know what was the thing, maybe only that day. I used to a lot of performers once in a while. What is your plan on the comedy thing? Want to try a little bit? But do you need to learn something, new tricks, or write something like when you're alone? Alone. Let me think of something funny. Or when you see something funny, you can write down. Or think
it's so hard because I'm not like most. I'm a person who does stand-up comedy. I wouldn't consider myself a comedian. Like, I think a lot of my friends are comedians because they set the time aside. They're like, I'm going to focus on this and I'm going to write some jokes, blah, blah, blah. Me, I'm like, if it comes to me, it comes to me. But maybe that's my own problem. Like,
that sounds like me, lazy thinking. lazy.
Yeah, I'm very, if I think of something, like, I never set time aside. All my jokes just randomly come to me. But I like doing stand-up. I like doing stand-up a lot. It's just like the writing part that I find hard and like thinking of new things.
But stand-up is so difficult. But if you, for example, if you think it's funny, but it's not funny to some people,
exactly,
that would be really awkward.
Yeah. And that happens a lot. But it's like rewarding.
But sometimes I guess you won't care anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm 42 right now. Just recently, last year, this year, I realized I don't need to care. But before, when I was 30 something, I still cared a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The reaction from people, people cared about you. They said you think something okay, or they just disapproval. But
I don't think.
Yeah, now I can say like I don't give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
But even several years ago, I was still. But in your 20s, probably, if you care, you lose.
Yeah. But honestly, like that's the thing too with like being a stand-up comedian. It's like it's almost in your. If you want to be a stand-up comedian, it's like pretty much in your DNA to care about what people think of you, because you're doing basically like your entire the validation of your art form relies entirely on the reactions of other people, right? So we all just want to make strangers laugh and tell us.
But how about if I go there, for example, I try to tell something funny, but people not reacting, so it's boring. But then you will say, anyway, that's your special experience.
Yeah.
Okay. I bow and finish.
Too.
Even they waste their money, but they learn the lesson. You once a while come to a bad comedian. Nothing to lose though, only feel bad.
It's like it's nice though. Like you can't make people laugh every time, but it makes the times that you do make people laugh like a lot better. I guess. But it's like very rewarding, but it's also kind of like it's like self-harm in a way too. Because like if they don't laugh, then it's such a bad feeling, like bombing, and it's so awkward, and you're like, oh my god, what the hell am I doing? But then when you do make someone laugh, then you're like, it's like, yes, I'm the best. Yeah.
But like, how many times or like you kind of perform before a lot of people?
How many times?
Yeah, or like.
Oof.
Good.
I've been doing comedy for almost 4 years.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't done that many shows. Maybe like when I say the number, it's going to be embarrassing because I've been doing it for over 1,000 days. But I don't know, maybe like 60, 70 shows.
First time you were super nervous?
Yeah, for sure. I was super nervous. And like the whole reason why I didn't stop, but the whole reason I didn't stop is because like it wasn't a total failure.
Not
So
bad.
I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can do this. That was like nice. Because I never thought I was going to do stand-up. It like never crossed my mind, but then I got a job working at a comedy club. And then people were like, when are you gonna go up? When are you gonna try? And then I was like, okay, fine. So
Looks
then
like
I
a
tried
trap.
it.
Looks like a trap.
Yeah, I know, right? They did trap me. But then, yeah, I tried it. It went fine. And I was like, I'll keep doing it.
That's great.
Yeah. It's like my longest standing interest. Like something, it's the thing that I've done for the longest without quitting.
Yeah, you always try and quit. This one's last longest.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the whole business could be a little bit harder and harder, maybe, right?
What?
The comedy thing.
What do you mean?
Why not to you need to pay attention to the cancel culture, whatever, like what Dave Chappelle experienced.
Right.
I guess a little bit harder and harder.
Yeah.
Before they just laugh. Now, after laugh, some other people gonna take another second look of what you just said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's scary.
it is scary for that will make the comedian have a second thought of like the joke they know. Oh, that's gonna offend some people.
Yeah, honestly, like in my opinion, I think it's like a golden rule in general that a lot of people or a lot of comedians like abide by. Like, as long as it's funny and smart and like clever and there's like thought put into it, then it should fly. But if it's just something said to like be mean or hurt, and it's not funny at all, and it's just like not thought of, like well thought of, then it doesn't need to be said. As long as it's funny, that's the only thing that matters. Is just make it funny.
I guess at the beginning, the Louis C.K., the white guy, made a lot of racial jokes or something.
Yeah.
It was fine. But now, if he started right today, he's gonna be killed at the beginning.
I mean, Louis already canceled, unfortunately.
What? Yeah, just several years. Is Me Too again?
Yeah. Yeah.
Me Too killed a lot of people.
Dude, the Me Too took out a lot of people.
Yeah, it took out a lot of people.
I mean,
but he was forgiven, I guess. He's recently came out a little bit. I think he's kind of getting out again, I guess.
Yeah, he came back.
Forgiven?
He's coming back. Yeah. I don't know if he's fully forgiven.
It was funny, but yeah.
He was very. I like Louis C.K. as a comedian. I don't support the things that he's done.
I even don't know what he did, what he has done. But.
Well, I think like the whole thing was that he was like jerking off in front of women. That's what they say. But he asked for consent. I'm pretty sure he asked for consent.
Right on people?
Yeah, he made them sign a waiver.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if he did. But I don't know.
That's crazy. But
I mean, I get it because like power dynamics and everything is a thing.
But they were very forgiving to David Letterman.
Mm-hmm.
David Letterman.
Oh, did he get Me Too?
Yeah, but
did he?
Yeah, he said it on his own show.
Yeah.
But was the audience probably very forgiving.
Yeah.
So that was probably the only one.
What did he do?
Probably I guess still a woman in the team.
He what?
Yeah, there's a woman in the team he had a relationship with. But he said it on his show publicly after it was exposed.
Like what kind? Like a romantic or just a sexual?
I think so. But he was forgiven. But he was a nice figure all the time. So it's old as well. So And he retired after a few years after that, but still very forgiving. I think very forgiving.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of his shows as well to learn English.
Okay.
David Letterman and even Ellen show.
Oh yeah.
Ellen was cancelled.
Ellen was cancelled too. No one is safe.
Yeah.
Oh
no
my
one
God.
is never seen that. You would have never seen that.
But I like Ellen too. I like Ellen. The show. But
it's perfect to learn French, to learn English though. Perfect.
Yeah? Why?
It's clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of conversations.
Yeah, that's basically the whole show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of conversations. I even watched the Dr. Phil, the boat guy, and with his wife sitting in the front row.
Was his wife always there?
A lot of times.
Oh my God.
And they have the what is that kind of life guide of like marriage, whatever, navigate around. And then they end up divorcing.
Yeah.
He gave a lot of advice of.
They got canceled.
Yeah. No, he gave a lot of advices of the marriage. And then he got.
Dr. Phil.
Yeah, Dr. Phil. That's actually, yeah. When I came here, I watched a lot of those shows. A lot of them. Yeah.
Like daytime talk shows.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
YouTube helped.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's.
I'm full.
Yeah.
Aren't you getting full?
Yeah, I think I feel.
I should have brought a Tupperware.
I feel like I have to finish. have to finish everything. This pork pie is not bad.
The pork belly is so. It's all so good.
This one there'll be trouble on the bone thing.
Okay. I don't want to make you finish it all by yourself.
Yeah, you help. Teamwork.
I'm gonna.
Actually, maybe the age thing. I don't feel so bad about this. I think it's not bad.
It helps.
I think the age helps. 10 years ago, I hate this thing.
Yeah.
I hate it. Not bad now.
It's for dads.
Yeah, it's for generation. To upgrade it. Not bad. I guess everything exists for reasons. You know, people love it for reasons.
I like the sweet potato.
Yeah. That's a lot of people there when they order or they call to order take out, they always say add more sweet potato noodles.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
It's good.
You know the Korean liquor, it's called what is that? Shaoju.
Soju, yeah.
Soju. Shaoju in Chinese as well.
Oh yeah.
This all comes from Chinese. Shaoju means like it's kind of how to make liquor. Shaoju. But
that's what it translates to.
Yeah, shaoju. Yeah. Oh. If you tell shaoju literally in Chinese will understand what it is. Shaoju. Jiu means liquor. Literally.
Okay, that's why this one's
Baijiu, yeah, white liquor. Because so white, racist.
Yeah, it's clear.
It's racist.
So white, it's clear. Oh, it's racist.
And this one in Chinese we call it clear, qingjiu, clear wine, clear qingjiu, yeah. But it's made of rice wine. In China, the old times they all have this same thing. The Chinese liquor as well, 10%, 15%. But I guess people they chose the stronger version of baijiu.
Okay.
In the history, like 100, 500 years ago, they always drink that one because it takes less grains to make, and this one is kind of distilled several more times, takes more grains. Like maybe this one is a little bit high end, so people were pushing for a high end, more concentrated. But it takes more grain, takes more food to produce. 53, 55%. But this one is we have in the past, still today, Some provinces still they produce this kind of low alcohol, what we call rice wine. It's kind of rice
This
wine.
is rice wine.
Yeah, always
Yeah.
made of rice.
Sake is made of rice.
Yeah.
Is soju? What's soju made out of?
I don't know, but probably rice as well.
I thought rice too.
Yeah,
but it's stronger than sake, right? Or it can
Similar.
be.
Similar. I guess less than 20%. Must be less than 20%.
Okay.
But Koreans they drink like the heavy thing as well.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
I think that's what I'm learning too. It's like Asians just like to party.
They drink a lot. Crazy.
Yeah.
They drink after drink they do a lot of crazy things. They're kind of self-conscious, half conscious.
Oh.
Some
Have you ever had Filipino food?
actually not though.
No.
It's kind of weird. It's not on the map that much.
But you got Filipino friends, right?
I do, but like there's, I don't know. It's not standing out like the Indian food. They have the tandoori chicken, the curry flavor, the soup, and then you wrap with the naan. But Filipino, it's not very crazy. You have I don't know. I haven't been like is exposed to
It's
barbecue
very much
style. Could be barbecue style. I guess exactly.
Yeah.
If you have barbecue style, probably looks like a Caribbean, Haiti.
It's like on a skewer.
Yeah. Interesting.
But Filipino food's really good. It's nothing like.
Right now,
It's like
in Montreal, like some of them Filipino places. Send me the list. I'm gonna try every one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I would. I really love food.
There's lots in Cotonou. That's why I asked. Wait, what
Not-
area
not,
do you
not
live
tak
in?
tak, right? Not tak tak. Tak tak is Thai.
Thai.
It's Thai. Tak tak was famous
Yeah.
because we're next to tak tak.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. From the I guess like 2 or 3 restaurants between. Yeah, tak tak. Yeah. It's like a train. Seriously, that's true.
Yeah.
I was.
It's like not a train, but like a little taxi, like a little truck.
Okay. Because I guess Filipino is not for Chinese community, at least for me, it's not that standing out because like when we see the Southeast Asia, we probably Thai standing out, and also the Vietnamese right now is crazy. The pho. It's pho, right? Or pho. The pronunciation should be pho, right? Pho, yeah. And
I think.
Yeah, it's pho liang.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I like fun.
It's in the culinary Jewish hospital on the
Yeah.
culinary street.
Oh yeah. I was
The
literally.
liang, right?
Yeah.
Pho liang.
Yeah.
And I was as a restaurant owner, and
Uh,
it hurts me a lot.
yeah.
And like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening,
Yeah.
we had no customer, and we went there. They had a line. You know, as a business owner, like
Yeah.
restaurant owner, you just want to, what's going on? What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
It's a faux liang.
I don't know what the food. Honestly, the food. It's wild to me that it's not more pop. Well, how's business?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Surviving.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I'm surprised that it's not like popping off because the food is so freaking good.
The Chinese.
I'll tell my friends.
Chinese food is not easy to please. It's not easy. It's very difficult to please the Chinese cuisine. Like the cuisine is very difficult to please a variety of range of customers because like some people they like it, some people just feel it's so strange. So it's not like right now the Korean food is so popular, so accepted. Like a bowl of we call it stone bowl of something in Chinese translation.
Bibimbap?
Yeah, bibimbap.
Yeah.
So it's accepted to almost everybody. A lot of people, especially young people. But Chinese food is like what we do here. This one, to be honest, a lot of people say, "Oh, what
Bones?
Yeah,
Because they're like the bones?
yeah." And also, it's kind of some of them too salty, bones, and this one too greasy. You know, it's very difficult, especially to introduce to some people not exposed to real traditional Chinese food. It's
Yeah.
very, very difficult. You have to be simple. Like the bibimbap, it's very simple, and then egg, pork, and the beef. Who's not eating beef except the vegetarian, right? Vegans. So it's very acceptable. Very difficult. But for us, we're doing fine. We're doing fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But in the culinary, the first restaurant, we're doing fine as well. But some certain hours during the day, we just had no customers. But when I go out to have a phao, for them, they had a line. I just kind of give me it's phao place, the Vietnamese everywhere right now. Even we have one here right now.
Yeah.
We have both neighbors. We have Vietnamese neighbors.
Yeah.
But Filipino, not so much.
Yeah, it's pretty much only.
It's weird. Filipino, there's huge population of Filipinos.
Yeah.
Huge, I mean.
Well, there's a lot of restaurants in Cotonej, a lot of Filipino places, and then there's one in Griffintown. Griffintown.
I'm gonna try. I need to bring my daughter. That's going to a restaurant is my bonding with my daughter. Yeah, I will bring her to send me a list. It will be fun. That's weird, huh? It's so many population.
But I think it's coming up now. The cuisine. Okay, what area do you live in?
I live in Super West, the West Island.
Oh, West Island.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the English community. I've been living there for 14 years.
Oh, okay. Oh. Do you work in the West Island too?
No, like the company always in downtown.
Okay.
The last job, IT, I worked in the same company for 12 years. 12 years.
So next summer, are you gonna keep?
Yeah, I keep doing things. Probably you cannot finish that.
I don't think I can finish this.
Yeah, I probably.
I'll be very concerned if I finish this.
You'll have problems.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
That's ow.
Yeah. We drink
Let's
to forget, but we drink to feel.
Let's drink water.
I know. Hydrate.
Yeah.
Thank you again
Thank you.
for having me.
It's like now it's like drinking like the coconut water.
Literally, it's like sweet.
It's very interesting. Seriously, a lot of Philippine people they travel everywhere. In the United States, big population. Probably the number one population from Asia, I guess so. Or Canada even, maybe the number one from Asia.
Yeah, I think so.
It's amazing. People, they
We're
really,
just very, like, I don't know.
one side you see is not so patriotic to stay with your motherland, right? But other side would be you are so free, people like
there's just no opportunities in the Philippines.
That's maybe one of the reasons.
Yeah.
But it's very
like,
tropical.
We'll take over.
But tropical is so fun.
Yeah, but it's like it's very poor.
So it's,
there's no middle class.
So that guy, the Pacheco did not fix the issue. What is the?
What's his name?
What is the Pacheco?
The president?
Yeah, no, the Pacheco, the boxer.
Oh, Pacquiao.
Yeah, what is his first?
He's a governor. Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, is the governor now?
Yeah.
I thought it was a senator.
Oh, I don't know the difference.
So he cannot make a difference.
I don't know what he does. Is he a senator? Is there?
Normally, I think the tropical places they easy to get along. Easy to get.
It's just so corrupt.
Seriously.
It's really corrupt. It's not corrupt in China. There's like no corruption.
To be honest, I cannot see that on this video.
We're gonna get blocked. We're gonna get cancelled.
Okay. Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's something we don't want to touch. Let's talk about Philippines.
Corruption in the Philippines and Philippines only. But yeah, I mean, that's what it is. It's a very, very corrupt country and very hard to if you're poor, it's very hard to become rich. or
it's really weird because tropical countries like you
it
feel
should
like
be.
it should be people you can get by really easily. You don't like here if you don't have home to stay, you freeze to death.
Yeah.
But tropical you can
But people get by.
Yeah.
People get by, and like the people that are living there and they're poor, it's like they're surviving and they live like. That's the thing when I noticed in the Philippines when I went there. It's like they're living in like poverty and squalor, but like they're still happy.
Like, can people work together to build a project? They work kind of together, get education, get smart together, and then they work together, build something they can sell.
They're not gonna they're not gonna do that. They're too busy. Like they're too busy. Like
smoke marijuana or something.
No,
do they
they're too busy
something?
like working to like.
But if they work,
build something
they produce. They're supposed to get the money if they produce.
Yeah.
The society is if I service you, you service me, like other way.
Mm-hmm.
So you provide either product or services,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's how you contribute to the society. You need to be rewarded by kind of the currency, and then you can use the currency to buy the services you need or products you need. That's how the society functions. And if as long as you're doing something, you're not doing crimes, but you're doing something, you're supposed to get reward. You at least need to be able to live a decent life.
I don't know. Why don't you go tell them that?
No, seriously, if people they're not lazy, seriously,
Yeah.
only thing sometimes
I
you
don't
find
think
people.
they have like that mindset. They just don't have the mindset of like.
If people are not lazy, because Asian people they're not lazy.
Mhm.
They work really hard.
Mhm.
If you're not lazy, it's supposed to be you produce something.
Mhm.
If I cook for you, next time you do the hair for me, right?
Mhm.
And we all live the life, and then until we die, we all both like feel like we had a meaning
But
of
that's
life.
what I mean. It's like that's what I mean.
Or
It's
you tell
very,
jokes, people laugh, and then they get their share of the life of the moment,
Mhm.
and then you that's the services you provide to the.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like they could provide services, and that's why they're surviving. But to like grow wealth and stuff, and like buy new pair of shoes,
Nikes.
get an
Rip
iPhone.
off.
Yeah, exactly. Rip off Nikes.
Yeah.
But like that's what I mean. It's like
I find the people they.
it's like they're fine. They're living. They're surviving. They're able to like eat. But like if you're poor, then your whole life will be just surviving.
Yeah, focus on the food and the clothes.
Yeah, and shelter and stuff.
Yeah, shelter. Yeah.
Like there's no time for luxuries.
Yeah, I really like the tropical stuff because when I was in the senior high school, from senior high school to because I'm from a poor village, from my village probably much poorer than what you saw in Philippines probably. So the junior high school, the first time I visited the campus of the senior high school, I would have joined later on. I saw they have concrete everywhere for campus. That was really amazing. Concrete everywhere. Because in the junior high school, I was sleeping outside of on the playground during the summer. We just lying on there, and there's a dirt. So the morning we get up, we have to get rid of the dirt. So then I really liked the campus of senior high school because the concrete everywhere. I could sleep everywhere. That's my first impression. I could sleep everywhere. What's concrete everywhere? So clean. So I can sleep here tonight and sleep there next night. And then, but when I got to enter the senior high school campus, they had the dorm, they have bed, like the double deck bed. So I never even realized that dream. Yeah, never.
I never got to sleep on the concrete.
Yeah, it's in the summer. That's like the summer, like
because it kept you cool.
No, it's like freedom. We had the dorm. We always lived in the school, like in the junior high school. Yeah, in the village, the junior high school is in the town, like only 2 kilometers away. Only 2 kilometers. But no transportation tools, so we have to walk. So for the young kid, like it's like 1 hour or 2, so it's kind of you don't go only the weekend or every month we go back to the poor house only once.
Okay.
So we live in the dorm, but there's not enough beds for the boys. So we live in the classroom.
Yeah.
We put desks together. When we finish 9 o'clock, we finish everything. We put everything desks together. So put a like nice surface. So the 10 boys will be on the top, sleep on top. 10 boys will be on the beneath.
Okay.
It's a really nice setup.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
But girls,
like
they have the enough beds for the girls because they cannot sleep with guys. We are allowed to, but
yeah.
So that was the school I went to. It's really pretty bad, really bad. So just like we sleep in the every classroom we have 2 double beds, double deckers.
Yeah.
Like very very narrow, like this narrow, like but the 2 layers, the top and the bottom, and we can have 4 boys on this thing. This narrow you have two guys. You have to hold the feet each other. You one end of each. So
oh my god.
So in the classroom, the back end of the classroom, you have 2 this kind of bed setup.
Yeah.
So 2, 4, and then 4 here. So on 8, the rest of the boys will be on the desks or beneath or on top.
Really?
Yeah. So that's fun time, really fun time.
Wow.
So after we have the night classrooms, night class, when they finish, and 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, we get rid of all the girls. Go back, get out of here.
Yeah.
All the girls, we have 10 or 20 of girls in the class. Get off to a dorm, and we kick them out, and then we kind of put desks together, and to make our own beds. It's fun time.
Yeah, that sounds like an experience.
Yeah, it's crazy. So poor.
Yeah. Like your daughter goes to school in the West Island?
Yeah. It's a nice school though.
Yeah, no having to hold people's feet.
One time, I guess in the junior high school, we call it junior high 3 years of junior high school, the first grade, and the guy is from different village.
Yeah.
We go to the junior high school in the town from different village. We were holding his feet. So weird, only this wide, seriously.
Yeah.
So we're holding his feet. At mid of night, we were, both of us, 2 of us on the top level, and in the middle of the night we fell. I fell, he did not fail. I fell down to the ground.
Yeah.
That's kind of almost 2 meters. And it's kind of dangerous. If you land on your head, you'll be done. I will be done. And then I woke up, and then luckily I grabbed the whole cover. The cover is so thick, right? I grabbed the whole cover with me when I was sleeping. So underneath me, the cushion. So I was there. I woke on the ground. The shock. I woke up, and he asked me on the top, from top, "Are you okay?" I look up. I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
And then with the whole cover underneath me.
Yeah.
That's only one time I fell. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
That's why you have
That's
to.
a bad awakening.
You have to be careful, really careful when you sleep. Really.
I hope I'm never in this situation where I'm on a 2-meter high bunk bed, and and I'm basically 69.
Yeah. That's the thing. And we don't have bath or shower.
Yeah.
And you have boys living there, even girls, they don't shower. Never.
They don't have showers?
I don't think so. In the town, the whole town, and only near the Chinese New Year, they have a public bath.
Okay.
Public. I never recall when before I was 15 or 16 I ever went to a public bath.
Yeah.
But that's why we in the countryside village we never shower. So it's kind of smelly, I guess. At least the food.
Yeah.
So I was grabbing.
Seriously.
But we get used to it.
Yeah, that's all you know at that point.
The public bath was scary too.
Why?
I don't know, because when you are young
Yeah.
and you end up with the adults
Yeah.
and the body is different,
Yeah.
and you see like it's kind of super hot.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I guess, 80, 70 degrees. I don't know exactly, but like everybody go to the same. And like for us, the junior high school, the school has the public bath, and it was quite an experience.
Yeah.
And like we were like 16, 15.
Yeah.
But you see the different bodies of other guys. That some
Yeah.
even teachers is so scary.
At the public in junior high.
Yeah. Senior high.
Okay.
Senior high school, and like the public bath from the school, and you see your own teacher naked.
Yeah. You're like, I can't take you seriously.
No, it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, naked, it's kind of crazy. You have hair that, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, you have, I don't know why people grow hair, but, it's crazy that time. It's even the worst time, you just don't want to meet your teacher there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
like even, oh God, I can't even imagine.
Physical kind of
Yeah.
chemistry teacher. Hi, sir. I don't know how to say hi, say hello.
Just don't like.
Yeah.
Hi.
It's crazy. I guess one time in the senior high school, we had like in the county, we have senior high school, we had a public bathroom. We pay only 1 RMB, I guess, like 20 cents.
Okay.
Like good to go. One time, it's in the winter, so they have the foam thing to block the door.
Yeah.
I paid that ticket for like 1 RMB, like 20 cents. But somehow I went into the ladies' room. Seriously, like when I went to the room, they were changing, all naked, 5 of them. What?
You went in there by accident.
By accident. I back up. And then the guy said, where do you go? I went to the wrong place. But still, that's the first time, only time.
Okay.
The public bath is really a crazy idea.
Yeah.
Really crazy idea. That time, really 1990 something.
Yeah.
1996, 1997.
Oh yeah.
I went to the wrong one. Scary. Especially about 16, about 17.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
It's crazy. I just backed out. I saw what I
slowly.
need to see.
Like bye. I didn't see anything.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is really nice.
The sake?
Yeah.
It's a nice little palate cleanser.
At least I understand why it's popular here.
Yeah.
It's very popular. We sell a lot of sake in the restaurant.
Yeah?
This one, I guess once a month, maybe
oh,
one
yeah.
month.
How much is this?
It's I guess.
Because I think I remember coming here one time with friends.
It's a 6 days, $8, but we got it 30 something, almost $40. We didn't make a lot of markup on this one.
Yeah.
It's 38, I guess, with from SAQ.
Yeah.
But we sell at 6.8.
Okay.
Yeah. This is.
Yes, because I remember coming here one night with my friends, and we were eating.
It's hot here.
On your face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel it's something. I don't know
the
how
alcohol.
I don't know how it works, but I'll wait.
It's making your blood circulate. And we came here and we saw the bottle on the menu, and it's like 50%. We're like, what the hell? Shit.
It's from Anhui province. My province is a big for the alcohol, Chinese liquor. My province has 4 famous brands.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 famous brands. Some provinces have 1 or 2. Some provinces they don't even have 1 famous brand.
Yeah.
We got 4 famous brands.
When you go back to China, you go back to your old village?
Yeah, old village. That's the only. The first job is Shenzhen. In Shenzhen, the big city. But right now we have no connection at all. We left the job, left the city.
Yeah.
So other city is changing. It's my university city.
Okay.
I have some classmates still living there.
Yeah.
But I just don't have the luxury of time to kind of take an extra trip to.
Yeah. How far is it from here?
If you take an airplane, it's just for 5 hours, 3 hours.
Oh.
But it's my village is near Shanghai.
Okay.
From Shanghai, if you drive right now, a lot of people have cars.
Yeah.
Even my relatives in the village. Every time when I go back, it's a big celebration. It's a big ceremony.
Yeah.
So my cousin gonna drive all the way to Shanghai to pick me up all the time, even 400 kilometers, 4-hour drive.
Yeah.
4-hour drive. So from village. So right now it's very easy for me. It's like they can even drive 4 hours to Shanghai to pick me up, or to Nanjing.
Yeah.
If I go, the flight will end up in Shanghai.
Yeah.
And you either drive 4 hours to my village directly, or I take a high-speed train to Nanjing to make it a little bit closer. Will be 2 hours from Nanjing to my village.
Okay.
So, but a lot of my relatives have cars, so it's very easy. Last time, especially when I brought 3 years ago, brought my daughter. She was 6 at the time.
Yeah.
So she was so me and my daughter, and so my cousin just kind of offered me to drive to pick me up from Nanjing.
Yeah. Did your wife went too? Oh,
No,
just you and your daughter?
Yeah, only me and the village. Our village is near Shanghai, so it's not very cold in the winter. That's why they don't have heating at all.
Okay.
So, but it's very brutal in the winter. It's -5, average -1, -2, but it's so cold everywhere, inside, outside, all the same.
Yeah.
So it's so cold. So my wife visited after our graduation only once, and she never went.
Oh yeah, she doesn't want to
She
go
never. It's but for me, I'm used to it. When it's very cold, -2, we sleep in -2. We sleep everywhere.
But then also you're dressed up.
Yeah, no, it's like no. It's when I was child, like that time even colder. So I totally believe global warming. Global warming is so true.
Yeah.
Like 30 years ago, we had a lot of snow, and -10 was very normal.
Yeah.
But right now, in our village, it's -1. There's no snow the whole year. Rarely you see any snow the whole year. But before the snow was this big. It was when I was a child. We were chasing rabbits, wild rabbits, the hare.
Yeah.
Like we tried to find, but we were fooled. The adults, the parents, they told us there were rabbits.
Yeah.
So in the snow they cannot run because their legs shorter.
Uh-huh.
So we seriously, as so cold, -10, we went outside to chase rabbits. No rabbits. We saw little prints on the snow. We thought rabbits. We were fooled even till today, and like so cold.
Yeah.
And we the shoes, like very bad shoes, we use any kind of plastic bag to wrap around the legs.
Yeah.
To stop the snow coming.
Yeah.
And we were so full. Even today, I think that's still the trick. They made up. Like snow was so deep.
Yeah, I remember even in my high school, like, or in middle school and stuff, like in the winter, people would wear. Well, you would put the plastic bag on your foot and then put your foot in the shoe.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we did that. But that was so cold that time. But right now, never.
Yeah.
For me, the global warming, I would say at least 5 Celsius degrees. 5 degrees at least.
Yeah.
From our village experience, like no snow at all the whole year. Before snow was so heavy, and then it was when we were child. It's so like this deep. Seriously, like, no snow now. But it's so cold. We were sleeping. Like we had a house, but the window broken. The door was like this. The gap is this wide, so inside it's -5, -10.
Yeah.
So I was like, I have 2 older brothers. I hope like we had one bed, and with the sorghum on the bottom.
Yeah.
And 3 brothers sleeping in the same bed.
Yeah.
So have to either 2 this side, 1 this side. So we're holding
the feet.
Yeah, holding the feet all the time. So, but the temperature was -something. So like as a boy, we always naked. With the shorts, no problem. But in the morning, like when you you don't wear anything on the top, and then it warms up so fast.
Mm-hmm.
So it's super warm inside. The cover very thick. You have a cover very thick on the bottom, on top of the sorghum thing, and then the cover on top of yourself, and so warm, so nice. In the morning, 6 o'clock, outside the air is -5. You never want to get out. Never. That's really brutal. Really
that's
brutal.
a rude wake up.
Yeah, really brutal. So that's what my wife, the only visit to the village that in the winter, always the Chinese New Year thing, right? The winter.
Yeah.
So that's the experience she kind of experienced. She never.
She's like, I'm done.
No, never go back. No, never to many places.
Where in China is your wife from?
It's the northern city, Shenyang. It's the northern city, but they have heating. The problem is they have the heat. It's like Montreal, the same thing. That's why I like Montreal. It's nothing. Even it's super cold outside, but you wear the coat and then you go to another room and it's super warm. Yeah, exactly. But the problem is in the middle you have trouble. Like in a Jiangsu province, our province, Jiangsu province. Yeah. It's not too cold, but it's not warm either. There's no heating. That's the
fatal flaw.
Yeah. It's in the winter. It's so brutal. Yeah. And you go anywhere, it's so freezing. It's kind of so cold. You play mahjong. Yeah. People play mahjong. They're warriors, to be honest. Yeah. They're warriors, and
it's so cold.
And they're doing this. Yeah. They're doing this
to keep warm.
Yeah, to keep warm. Yeah. To do their stomping their feet. Yeah. That all the time it happens every time because it's so cold. You're sitting on the bench, and we have 4 sides, right? 4 players, and like you're sitting there long enough, you have to kind of move around to keep it warm. It's so bad. But right now it's better. Right now,
global warming.
No, they have a little bit heating inside too.
Okay, nice.
Without that would be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. The old time is just a little bit too tough for them.
Did your daughter like going to China?
No, not at all.
She didn't like it?
Only when the time 3 years ago we went. Yeah. I think could be the pollution. Like we stayed there 14 days, 2 weeks actually. Yeah. Actually, I had an IT job, so for the vacation 2 weeks. Yeah. I guess only one day was a little bit dry, sunny. Even I think it's it's a sunny day, but you don't see the sun. Yeah. And for the kids, they say, I don't see the sun for 14 days in a row, never seeing the sun.
Because it's smog.
I think something like it's not clear. Yeah. Or like
it's like gray.
Yeah, it's gray. But you see a little bit brighter, like one area, behind that is the sun. Yeah. But you just don't see the sun. Yeah. But for the kids, they're not, here everything is this way, but here everything their way. Yeah. It's natural. She does not like. It's so easy for her. Yeah. 3-cup chicken.
Why is it called 3-cup?
It's from Taiwan for sure. It's 3 cup of the ingredients. Okay. The vinegar, cooking wine, whatever. Oh. Yeah. 3 cup of things. The vinegar for sure.
1 cup of vinegar, 1 cup of cooking wine, and then another cup of something else.
Could be soy sauce. Yeah. I could be wrong, but could be soy sauce. Okay. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the name is coming from the 3 cup of things. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, it's very popular.
Yeah, it's good. Oh, I'm too full.
It's lunch. It's okay. You have a lot of time to digest. Want to speed up the drinking? We finish the bottle. Yeah. Yeah, we can speed up the drinking.
Yesterday I drank at my work.
What kind of?
After?
What did you drink?
I had a beer, and then I had what did I have?
Did your boss complain about the cost of beer went up? Or?
No. About the what?
The beer, I guess the price of the beer or something probably go up a lot.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear any complaints.
Oh, that should be good. That
I'm
probably,
too low on the.
the
on
management.
Yeah. They don't tell me things. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Cheers.
Yes.
But yeah, I drank a beer and then I had like a.
But generally speaking, working in the pub or the bar is better than working in a restaurant, right? I think so because the tips will be better, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
And more
We'll
cool.
drink more.
It's more cool.
Yeah, but so I googled because I didn't know what the difference between a pub and a bar was.
Yeah.
But a pub is a bar, but they have food. Focus on food.
It's more British. I think it's the British invention. The pub is like more British.
Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, with like fish and chips.
Crazy,
and
weirdo.
I know.
British.
Drinking, eating, who would have thought that the two go well together?
Or they read newspaper, some crazy stuff they do.
Do what?
The British, they read newspapers.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the pub is everywhere in London.
Yeah.
And they drink like beer and they eat little bit and then they read papers.
Oh yeah, they read paper.
That's why they're weirdos.
Right. Let me get really drunk and read the morning
Yeah, read
news.
some serious.
Yeah.
In the
That's
morning.
so boring.
Yeah, in the morning. I stayed in London for totally 8 months.
Yeah.
8 months.
Did you read the news?
No, never.
Not
Oh,
once.
sorry. Actually, I bought this one in British in London.
Yeah.
Beckham time.
Nice.
Beckham, yeah.
Is that Beckham's jersey?
Yeah.
Oh.
Back.
There
Number
it is.
7.
Oh yeah.
Number 7.
How long ago was that?
It was 2004, so
Oh wow.
17 years.
Yeah.
30. I wear this when I paint the house, doing
Yeah.
everything. So
Nice.
I like the things old.
Yeah.
17 years.
No, it's a guy, the character.
So
But yeah, okay, I was at work yesterday and I was drinking, and then my 2 friends, they came in to see me while I was working, but then I was getting cut right away. And then we ended up drinking at the bar for like a few hours, and
that's a lot of alcohol.
yeah, I had like 3 drinks, but then I had like shots. And then I forgot to pay my bill at the end of the night. So after this, I'm going to go back to my work and be like, hi, I forgot to pay my bill.
You're on the blacklist already.
I know. So many times I've done that already. Just like, because I don't even remember like saying bye. I don't remember leaving.
That's last night?
Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, I vaguely remember. Tidbits, but. Oh, thank you.
Oh, just, I was thinking about steady hands, but
Steady turn to heavy.
yeah, it's easy. I guess
Goes
the
down
sake,
easy.
sake is easy.
I'm gonna start every night drinking this. 1 shot.
Actually, you can take this home.
What?
Yeah, seriously.
Really?
Yeah, take this home. Try.
No.
Get yourself trained.
Thanks.
No problem.
That's so kind. Uh-oh.
Get yourself trained. Next time you are, oh, I need Johnny Liquor.
Next time I'm not gonna make a face when I drink this.
Try to be brave.
Oh my god.
Seriously, don't pretend.
No, I won't. Gu Jing
Gong. Gu Jing Gong.
Gu Jing Tong.
Gu Jing is old time. The old well, the Gu is old.
Yeah.
Gu is old time, ancient.
Yeah.
Jing means well, you get the water from.
Gu
No.
Jing.
Gong.
Oh well.
Gong means contribution. It's a tribute country. You know,
Okay.
I guess the Filipino or Vietnam was a tribute country to China
Oh
in
yeah.
the history.
Oh.
The tribute country means you have to give them, you have to have the emperor or the king has to be endorsed by Chinese emperors.
Okay.
Yeah. So all this, I may not be correct. So in the old times, in the like 300, 400 years ago, the dynasty Qing or dynasty, all the dynasty, the surrounding small countries around China, they are the tribute
Yeah.
countries. They have to pay respect every time the new king, they have to be verified or the certified by Chinese emperors.
Oh.
They have to come to China to see to bow to the Chinese emperor.
The Chinese emperor has to like
endorsement
Okay.
or something.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why even today, I guess the territory around, you have the central kingdom. The Chinese is 中国 means central kingdom.
Okay.
So because Su is very powerful, very huge in the past.
Yeah.
So the emperor was, sitting really high there. So the small countries have to make sure like we are okay with you. I guess that's the gong, the third letter. Gong means like you pay the tribute to the superior, that character. So old, well, the tributing, and then the last one, jiu, means just liquor, the alcohol.
Old well country, contribute liquor.
The old well. That means like why they said the tributing thing is like this old well.
Yeah.
Is this kind of they distill this kind of Chinese liquor to only serving the royal family, to the emperor family. Emperor.
I can't believe 50% for $38.
But for the like me, I read perfect Chinese, but the next generation, the second generation immigrants, some of them they lose the capability of reading those Chinese characters.
Right.
Yeah, you are the third generation.
Yeah, done.
Yeah,
it's
done.
Yeah.
done, finished.
So sad. I can name foods and family members.
I don't never know. It's as long as you live a happy life, it's it's interest. It's too heavy to.
More?
You feel your first.
Is yours done?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna fill yours first. As a server.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Now you're a waitress. Now you're a waitress.
There's more.
Okay.
Oh, there's not that much more, but I think we finished.
Great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well.
So we finished one bottle of sake and then little bit.
We did it.
Little bit Chinese liquor.
Cheers.
Yeah. Actually, I hope you enjoy the journey as a comedian. Try to.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I definitely. I'm gonna be famous one day.
That would be
one
great.
day.
Yeah, it would be great because you have a dream.
And then I'll tell everybody. Be that ad die.
Yeah. It's seriously being a comedian is really brave and also it's creative.
Yeah.
I think it's
honestly like
if I'm young, if I'm 20 years old right now, 20 something, I had my English skills today, I probably would spend a lot of time try to be a good comedian.
It's never too late. It's never too late. And honestly, like you don't have to do it for like the hopes of like becoming like a successful comedian. Like, oh, do you want more water?
No, it's fine.
But honestly, like even if it's something that interests you, it's like just like a really rewarding and fun thing to try. Like whenever someone tells me like, oh, I've been thinking about trying to do stand-up, I always tell them to go for it because it's just for fun. It should be just for fun.
I think that's the luxury of you as a young person. But for me,
But
I have a lot of worries. The worry-free is the perfect state of a human being. You don't have to worry a lot. But for me, I have to worry a lot of things. Okay. That's the problem.
Make jokes about that.
Yeah. But
that's why I like the comedy, because for me it's therapeutic. Because for me it's like I'm talking about things that I wouldn't usually just talk about in like regular conversation.
Exactly.
And I'm like I'm almost like venting basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Like letting it out.
Yeah. But for me, even venting out, it's risky for me because I have so many worries. To be honest. At this stage, especially where I come from and in the
Do you smoke weed? Do you smoke weed?
Never tried, but I don't know. I don't want to. One day when I'm pretty old, I guess. I know it's pretty harmless.
What about like an edible or something?
No, never.
Like a little gummy? Would you try?
Never. Never.
You would never?
When I'm 60 years old.
What do you say? And then you're gonna try it and be like, oh, I should have been doing this sooner.
I know the weed is harmless, but you would try it for sure, right?
Yeah.
In case I know. But like for us, like very weird. We kind of live in a prison of
Is it because
thinking.
Like China? Like
yeah,
China.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because
Right, and you don't want to be like you. Because I get it. I get what you're saying, and I guess
we don't be too crazy. Yeah, that's the worry we have to carry. We have to be conscious of what we are doing.
Right.
And it's a thing I cannot break my generation, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe the next generation.
Maybe your daughter.
Yeah. No, she has
no worries.
Yeah, no
not
worries
a
at
care
all.
in the world. Yeah.
Yeah, but on the weed thing, it's for me. I would from very early. My opinion would be really against a lot of Chinese folks friends here. But a long time ago, I know it's nothing. It's harmless. It's just the narratives, right? Some people they put, right now. Really, in Canada, it's pretty open right now. But
it's literally legal.
Yeah, exactly. But, for us, for me, it's kind of it's kind of you are in your own prison of thoughts.
Yeah. You don't want to break out.
No, for me, not right
no.
now.
It's like you're like it's almost comforting, knowing what you know already.
Yeah, exactly. I appreciate like a lot of opinions. I appreciate a lot of people. I appreciate different opinions. I really like them, admire, especially the comedian, and also the political views. I really admire a lot of people. But for myself, to be on the safe side, I don't want to practice or want to kind of be a voice for some of them. But really, I really admire some people, like really brave, really, I know they're right.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing on the weeds, everything. It's I don't know, it's a good thing or bad thing, but at least I accept it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for me, it's I'm really open-minded, but at the same time,
You're
I
like
have
a
my parents.
cautious to try it.
Yeah, I have to be responsible to my parents, my peers, my friends. That's the pressure coming from everywhere. It's all sides. It's weird, but if you say you're brave enough, something you don't have the constraints, you don't have the pressure, you could be free as well. But sometimes it's self-inflict restrictions.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. That's the tricky thing about people's ideas.
Yeah.
And I really like. I always say people the ideas are most beautiful things. Of different people have different ideas, and that's most beautiful things we can ever experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like your ideas, we have a generation gap. But, it's like you kind of like as young as you are, and you have really great ideas. You have lifestyle, really, it's really amazing. Sometimes.
What about CBD?
Is that different from the weed?
CBD.
The
THC there's THC and then there's CBD. THC is like the stuff that makes you like
calm.
Like I'm high.
Oh yeah, I heard that. One make you excited, one make you calm. Is that?
But then CBD, CBD is more like medicinal. Like the effects are like not psychoactive. It's not psychoactive. It's more like it makes you calm, and if you have like muscle pain and stuff, it's good for muscle pain. And like people with depression and anxiety and stuff like that, like just like any kind of chronic pain too, they take CBD, and that's like a medicine, but it doesn't make you high.
Okay. THC would be the opposite.
THC makes you high.
But that's come from both of them come from the same stuff, same.
I think.
Really? That's kind of contradicting.
There's like two different chemicals. I'm not a scientist. I have no idea really. But all I know is that there's two factors in weed. Like when you go to the store, like the SQDC, you can get weeds that are high in THC or high in CBD, or like a mix of both,
That's kind of
or
spectrum
like
thing.
low
It's
THC.
kind of spectrum.
I have no idea. I don't know what the science behind it is.
What did you have to give you the experience with the which one do you prefer? Did you try even? Or you even don't know?
I take THC. I like THC.
You can see a different universe.
Not really.
You kind of wasting
It's
my
just
money.
like, I don't even know how I would describe it. At this point, like, I've been smoking weed for like a long time, so it doesn't like. I should probably stop smoking weed actually, but CBD I want to get into because it's like actually supposed to
Relieve
be
pain.
relieve
relaxing.
pain, relieve anxiety, make you feel like better. Like it's medicinal as opposed to THC that's like kind of fun.
I think if I were to try, I would try the THC will help you to speed up the cutting vegetables. CBD will slow you down.
No, okay, so the two kinds of weed are sativa and indica. Sativa is the one that kind of like is the more upper, like not upper, but like kind of like an upper, and then the indica is the one that's more relaxing. That will make you like lazy and just like lay down.
And they're peaceful people.
Yeah.
They don't start war.
No, definitely not.
They don't start a fight.
No.
That's great.
Yeah. But I don't think CBD will slow you down, but if you're like sore, it'll ease the pain. I think that's like the whole gimmick.
It's really weird because running a restaurant right now, during the pandemic, I am busy like crazy.
Yeah.
Every day I can say from the morning I wake up, I will know exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And with a kid,
yeah,
8 years old, she's doing figure skating, piano. Piano is not my thing. My wife's responsibility.
Yeah.
And in the winter we'll be skiing. All this kind and swimming.
Yeah.
And also I have to cut vegetables.
And also she cuts vegetables?
No.
Oh, you cut vegetables.
I cut vegetables and I take orders like in the restaurant for the evening. Cover the evening shift. I cover because every day I cover evening shifts.
Really?
Yeah, every day.
And then you work in the IT during the day.
No, not anymore.
Oh.
I was laid off last year during the pandemic.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah.
That was a big relief. Otherwise, it would be kind of.
It's a relief.
It happened naturally.
Yeah.
Somehow, like I was laid off, and then it should happen.
Yeah.
Because like not so many people working in the restaurant, so I had to spend 7 days a week in the restaurant. So right now I'm a waiter, I'm a vegetable cutter, I'm a dishwasher.
Yeah.
I wash dishes a lot.
Yeah.
And also into take vegetables from the wholesales.
Yeah.
Like
doing the inventory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also once 12-3, I need to take my daughter to figure skating and swimming pool sometimes. So it's kind of crazy.
That's a
crazy
literally
schedule.
full-time job.
Crazy schedule, and I play soccer Saturday night as well.
Yeah.
I play soccer.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's
with like friends, a league.
Yeah. We have our own team, so we play against each other. So the old folks, the same bunch of people. Like we know some of them, the new people come in, but the old people, people we know several years.
Okay.
We just like a little bit exhausted.
Yeah.
So kind of scared. So right now, even people give me a good opportunity for doing really something really fun. I just simply don't have time to do anything.
Yeah.
Except for this one, except for the video. I try to have a kind of time slot for 3 hours every week to have some talking to like this video.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So I like talking.
Yeah.
Like
good.
It's a weird time.
Yeah.
back on the weight, I will think about in a few years when I don't have a lot of worries when
That's the thing too. You're always gonna have worries.
Actually, I'm not sure.
The weed will help you with your worries.
Yeah.
The weed will make you not have worries.
That's contradicting.
And
yeah.
also, I think it's good that you're like older too, because I started smoking weed when I was pretty young, and I don't think it was like good for my brain. But
before 18, I guess.
I was like 16.
That's the problem with a lot of young kids.
Yeah, I know, and I
they
wish
say
I
that-
didn't, but
They
here
say
I am.
that like what is that?
The
like,
brain doesn't stop
Yeah,
growing.
exactly.
Yeah.
They say like 18, 20.
Yeah, I think even like 18's too young.
But do you think that did affect you a little bit or not even?
I think
Seriously?
if I didn't smoke weed, I'd be like
You would be the
I'd be like
Harvard.
the prime minister.
Yeah, you would be the Harvard prime minister. You still have chance. You still have chance actually.
Yeah, like how Manny Pacquiao became governor. or
Yeah,
senator or
exactly.
whatever.
So,
I'll be a comedian that becomes a premier or something. Prime
but
minister.
that's the thing. I'm gonna think about my daughter when she's like 12, 13, 14 years old. Would
Yeah.
that be a peer pressure thing?
When you're 13?
Or the wait time for the young kids?
I don't know. It wasn't for me. It wasn't really a peer pressure thing. It was very much my own.
Really?
Yeah.
So 16 years, I have to try the wait.
I wanna
It's
try
so
it.
popular.
Yeah.
Like it's
I don't
so-
know if it was peer pressure, but I was the first one of my friends to smoke weed. I was the peer that pressured.
You're the bad influence.
I was.
You were the bad influence.
It's bad.
But you were the spokesperson
Yeah.
of the thing. Could be the Snoop Dogg though. You know the Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
It was, I guess, 24 hours was smoking weed.
Yeah, I was like that for my friends in high school.
Yeah, exactly. But
I don't think 12 and 13 you have to worry. I guess it depends what school she goes to.
but right now they say it doesn't matter private or public. They all like a bunch of kids. They all like, if you are 14, 15, 16, you
Yeah.
know, either the peer pressure or you pressure others. But you all see the kind of celebrities like
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg or this kind of.
Yeah.
But for Chinese parents, they're really paranoid.
Oh yeah, about weed.
But for the Filipinos, that should be fine.
I mean, not necessarily, but my parents, again, they grew up here in Winnipeg. They were young when they had me. They were like smoking weed, I'm sure.
Seriously,
So-
yeah.
I mean, my dad was really upset when he found out that I was smoking weed. My
But
mom,
you did not do a good job.
I didn't do a good job.
Yeah, because you.
Because
You're
he
not-
found out.
Yeah, exactly. You're not supposed to.
No, I was not discreet at all.
Yeah.
But my mom didn't start smoking weed for maybe till she was like 23 or something. But she didn't really care. Like, she wasn't bothered by it. My mom was very much like if just be honest with me, and like as long as you're safe and blah 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 blah. That's my mom's vibe.
Actually, you look a lot like your mom.
You think so?
Yeah, a lot of people did they tell you?
People do tell me that. I don't see it.
Maybe you think you are cooler than your mom.
I think I don't think that. I don't think I'm cool. Well, I'm cooler than my mom, but my mom's like funner and she's tall, and I think my mom's very.
She's tall. I did not notice.
She's like 5'9".
Seriously.
You didn't notice?
Not like, maybe I look at people like this way. No, when I
And then
was
you look at me like this, because I'm short.
5'9",
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm 5'7". I know because we do the imperial thing, like
Right.
centimeters.
Right.
5'9" is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's like a model.
I
Model
know.
height.
That's why I'm like, I don't think I look like my mom, because I think my mom, everyone, whenever they meet my mom, they're like, your mom's so beautiful, your mom's hot. And I'm like, yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Please let her know. Next time, come here. Just stop for a few minutes.
Let me look.
I
Let me
need
assess.
to take a good look at her. That's crazy. 6'9".
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But my dad is like 5'5",
Okay.
5'6". That's why I'm short.
Actually, being a girl short, not a bad thing at all. It's an advantage as well sometimes.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes it'd be nice to like be able to reach something.
Yeah,
That's
we're
too
not living an age for reaching a food, like reaching, like grab the
Yeah.
leaves for food.
Yeah.
I think well, okay.
Yeah.
Being not that tall,
Yeah.
5'9" is crazy for like a woman.
No, she's really tall.
Seriously, I did not notice. At
Yeah,
all.
that's funny.
I did not notice at all. It is. Yeah, 5'9" is crazy.
Yeah, she's freaking tall. Like even to me, I mean naturally, but like when I look at people in general, I'm like, yeah, she's tall.
That's amazing. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time, seriously, tell her to if I'm here, so just
Yeah.
take a picture together.
Yeah.
So amazing.
For sure.
That's
I'm sure she'll be in soon. She came in last week, and you'll see her like next week.
Kayla, it's a nice name too. You have a nice name.
Thank you. I was named after a character in a soap opera.
Soap opera.
Yeah. Soap operas are like drama TV shows.
I think your mom is so romantic or something, like name a child with from a soap opera.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess so. She's cheesy. She was also like 19.
You live your life and you enjoy your life, and then whatever comes, right? Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
Nothing else? Do you want
More of this?
No,
Do you want more of it?
No, do you want a little bit of that, or we finish and
This one?
do you want not for you?
I'm good. Do you want some?
No, for sure. That's
If I have some, will you have some?
no. If you have something, I would.
Okay, I'll have a little bit. I'll do a little half shot. What do you want? A
Just
full?
half.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Good?
Yeah. We can wrap this up, and then anything you want to say? Finish?
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, not you.
See? You're not supposed to say hi to anybody passing by.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram
Yeah.
at Infinite Pest. INFINITEPEST.
Actually, that's weird because why do you choose the name Infinite Pest
Pest?
and you always as a pest? Like
Yeah. Well, okay, so it's based on a book called Infinite Jest. There's a book, it's called Infinite Jest. It's like 1,000 pages long, really annoying. I never read it, but it's like,
that's
it's
really
a pop
cool,
culture
It's a really
thing.
cool name, your Instagram name. Infinite. Because,
Thank you.
Yeah,
I thought it was really clever when I thought of it.
It's really amazing.
Yeah,
Pest.
thank you. Yeah, it's a little funny.
Yeah.
But then also, like, if you know the book, then it's like a play on that. And that's why I chose
Infinite
that name.
is really important because when you learn math and the engineering, infinite is really a big thing. Infinite,
Yeah.
and then you infinite
Right.
pest.
I'm shooting this.
Yeah, I just realizing you have the Instagram Infinite Pest.
On Twitter, at The Infinite Pest.
THE with the THE.
Yeah, with The Infinite Pest. Yeah, The at the beginning. And also listen to my podcast. It's called 1111 Make-A-Wish Podcast.
Why is it called 11:11 midnight?
Or in the news. Or in the
Morning.
Yeah.
Morning 11.
11:11. You don't do that in. Because here it's like whenever it's 11:11, it's good luck, and then you make a wish.
11:11 is about the 11:11 in the morning. We're about to receive our first customer. About 11:11.
I wish that we have business. I wish that we get a customer right now. But that's why it's called 1111 Make-A-Wish Podcast. And then my friend that I started the podcast with, we would always see 1111 and we would send it to each other and be like, it's 1111 Make-A-Wish. So then I made it a podcast. And then I think it's it's like a good podcast theme because it's like there's so many different things that people can wish for, like literally anything. Like, oh, I wish I had a dog. Oh,
I think
wish
it's
for $1 billion.
Yeah, as I
And then
said, I
there's-
listened to a lot of I guess all of them.
Yeah.
It's not too long each episode.
Yeah, they're not too bad.
Yeah. And I think it's really good to continue for the podcast. It's because for the podcast, also for this video, it is not. It's super long, super boring. Sometimes for some people, why do I spend 3 hours listening to you?
Yeah.
But it's probably recorded like conversation. It's a conversation. It's the podcast is the same idea. Like if you like, you like. If you don't like, it's just existing something in the universe. Right?
Yeah.
It's just kind of we're not doing any harm.
Yeah.
It's just like we create a little spot,
Yeah.
little dot in the universe, and then if you spot us,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we are friends. We are buddies.
Yeah.
If you don't spot us, you ignore us. We are not doing harm.
Yeah.
We're not doing harm. That's the beauty of the. You create something on the internet.
Yeah.
You create something either podcast or the video, YouTube video. That's even
It's true.
even today I have a lot of Chinese friends.
Yeah.
Oh, not only Chinese. They recommend me to cut into kind of highlights to have to say something really meaningful, like powerful, inspirational, and then I think a lot because I think that what they're saying is really true to be catching people's eyes, attention.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to be different.
Yeah.
In like this video have to be different. So if nobody wants to listen, it's no harm. It's exactly. Even they don't know us, they don't know us. You know, you cannot expect a lot of people to pay attention to talk to you, to know you. You know, like us, like I know you now more than like the moment you walk in.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like the experience, like a story and opinions, the ideas. If you don't want to listen, you don't listen.
Yeah.
If you listen, thank you.
Right?
Yeah. Something like that.
Exactly.
So we do the podcast. But this is the video. Yeah. But
you could turn this in, I mean, you could just post the audio onto Spotify.
I need to figure out how to do that.
What I use is it's an app. I'll text you about it. I'll message you on Instagram about it.
Yeah. Because the video is too much traffic, too much data, right? But the audio will save a lot of the data, especially right now the data plan is not so cheap.
Yeah.
The podcast would be easier with only audio.
Yeah, for sure.
But they cannot see us drinking this thing.
Exactly. They just know. They just hear it in our voices that we're
they cannot see we drinking the old well tribute liquor.
Sponsor us. Sponsor Anti.
Yeah, we can do the sponsor this worth 1 cent.
Seriously.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. I'll see you around, and I'm so glad that we got to meet because now I feel like when I come in there, it will be a lot more.
Just send me the list of the
podcasts,
the comedians,
and then how I post the podcast.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I want to learn about the local Montreal because we focus on Montreal. We want to.
Yeah.
Personally, I really want to know what the comedians in Montreal they produce, and then I will enjoy a lot more.
Yeah.
I will like watch a lot of their videos, the stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
Comedies.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What do we do? And we shake hands or hug?
Okay. Good hug. You want to hug?
Let's hug.
Let's hug.
Great.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Is that where it's gonna cut?
Yeah.
Yeah.